Hello, Galaxy. I'm Chris Perillo, and you're not, which is good, because, wow, that would be really confusing to everybody on the planet. Like, they may be watching you, wondering when you were going to go live with popping Perillos all over the place. Before we get started, even though we kind of are started, we are well underway. Let me first give a shout-out to the folks who joined me on the Hot Makes broadcast on YouTube not long before this particular stream. I was invited as a guest. If you follow Hot Makes Live on Twitter, then you know, or if you watch the Hot Makes show, then you know. And it was funny because I recognized like half of the people watching that show in chat. I recognized your names. Maybe not your real names, but I recognized your handles once I realized what they were. Either way, that archive has been posted. It is public. You can watch it. It was fun. It was fun to geek out. You never really know what's going to happen when more than one geek gets into the same virtual space. And that's exactly what happened for about an hour. I was late to that broadcast because I totally missed the invite to the studio. It worked out well, so, I felt bad. I was like, oh, totally a pebcac, which is, my modus operandi. I must start the show by saying this because, number one, it was fun. Number two, but because we have just picked up a handful of new followers on this channel, most of whom are not familiar with Twitch at all. Like, at all. So, if you're not familiar with Twitch, sit back, relax, enjoy. There's nothing really to mess up. You can just watch the video like you normally watch videos, on YouTube, or you can join chat, right? You can start chatting. It's just like YouTube, only much more fun and dynamic. And I promised on Hot Makes to give everyone who showed up, including Loyal Moses, who just started off today's show with 500 bits. Oh, luckily I have a backup. 500 bits, and look at that! He's giving out...
Loyal Moses just gifted 5 subs.
5 Tier 1 community sub gifts on top of his initial 500 bits. Thank you so much, Loyal. I appreciate that. It was really funny because Loyal was like dropping tips left and right. What do they call them? Super chats over on YouTube? That was funny. That was funny. I'm like, it's going to be a good stream when Loyal shows up. So thanks for that, and thank you for giving those 5 special subs. Fix'em Dude, who was also watching the Hot Makes
just gifted 1 subs.
broadcast. The show also just gifted 1 Tier 1 community sub gift, so thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. I promised that I would give everyone here... Oh, look at that! Loyal Moses coming in with an additional 333 bits. I'm tripping through my words because I had 1 beer, and I'm about to follow that up with like a cereal chaser. More on that in a moment. First, let me get through this and give everybody who is here right now 1 million Perillo popcorn. Just like that. So even if you're brand new to the stream, because we did get a flurry of followers, I'll give you a shout out here in just a second, you now have some points, and we've started the hype train. Great. Okay, so I'm going to put on the hype helmets. Now I know everyone who's never tuned into Twitch before is going to get confused. The hype train starts when people cheer bits, or gift subs, or sub. I don't think donations really count towards this. Either way, we try to make it through a level 5 hype train. See how that happens?
Loyal Moses cheered X 1000.
Thank you, Loyal Moses, for those 1,000 subs, putting on the hype helmet. I don't have the voice set up on my new PC yet, but I will get there. We are 78% of the way through a level 3. I do not know. I think this is more of the dark helmet. Now that I think about it, this is more like a dark helmet type of accent here. What's going on? Everyone's got the popcorn. Let me go ahead and first show everybody printing off more Death Star tiles. These are
Drandolph 1976 cheered X 1001.
Dr. Andolph, also known as David Randolph. I guess we're getting into a bid off here. Is that what's happening? Are we in the middle of a bid off? Did we make it through a level 5 hype train already? No, level 3. I think we got pushed through level 4, too, if I'm not mistaken. That's incredible. Incredible. We're in level 4, 23% of the way through. Let me go ahead and give some shout-outs to our new followers.
Loyal Moses cheered X 1002.
With Loyal Moses coming in with over 1,000 bits. 1,002, trumping David Randolph, 1,001 bits. That's incredible. Oh, we got a stretch. That was pretty quick. Thank you, Delta Dagger. Really appreciate that. Level 4 Hype Train, 67%. I have to add at the chat. Give me a moment. I got to find it. I can't see anything in this helmet. Not even joking. Okay. We're in a bit
Randolph 1976 Shared X 1003.
So 1,000, then 1,001, then 1,002. D. Randolph 1976 with 1,003. C. Travis, what are we changing the light to? What are we going to? What's next? What are we? Green. All right, green it is. Just like that. Now, maybe I can give the shout-outs of the people. This is just a hectic stream tonight, let me tell you. So thank you, TC Jamie, for cheering those 200 bits. Sorry I missed you there earlier, not that long ago. Let me go ahead and give a shout-out to Mike P419, Basic Tyler, The Edge of Tech. That's one of the people that invited me onto the Hot Make show tonight. Hack Monkey, K Sipple, Repcord subscribed for 2 months here.
Loyal Moses Shared X 1004.
1,004 from Loyal Mo. This is like an auction. It's like we're auctioning off my time. This is amazing. It's a bit off. I love the bit offs. I definitely did not bite off more than I could chew. Emil 1138, love that number. 1138, amazing number, astounding number. Darth J65, love the Darth. Yo AV Ardeni 93, I P, Andrew South 3D Medic Vince, Cos Bricks, Spudden 56, Laszlo 216, Gland Zone, who is name? Knox 1701, I'll take it. 1701's good, it's a geeky number. Chinese Umbrella Salesman, B8264D, Tess 855, Jagger 08 Larson, and then Mackay's 117. Those people had followed most recently here in this channel, specifically and mostly from the live stream that I did before this live stream.
Darth 65 just subscribed.
Oh my god, hang on. Darth J 65 just subscribed to Tier 1 and
Randolph 1976 Shared X 2021.
2021. It's the perfect number this year. 2021. I think the bid off is over. I think David Randolph kind of cinched it. David Randolph 1976. 1976 is a good number. I like 2021 a little more. I mean, maybe it's just because, you know, I'm an adult now, as opposed to being a 3-year-old in 1976. Thank you so much for helping push us through a level 5 hype train at 132%. And I got to get my Darth Vader voice apparatus set up on the new system. It just hasn't happened yet. Nothing else broke, though, so I'm not going to complain in the migration over to the new PC. Builder's Mark, thank you so much. Where's my bits? I've lost my bits. I got my kibbles, but I ain't got my bit. Maybe I have them in here. I got one on the other side there.
Loyal Moses Shared X 4321.
Well, Loyal Moses, I don't think David can.
Amir 1138 just subscribed.
I don't think he can come close. Builder's Mark, thank you so much for the 200 bits. Loyal Moses for blowing it out of the water with 4321 bits. Right there. More than doubling, if I'm not mistaken, although I'm not a math wizard. More than doubling David Randolph's bits in this bit off that apparently happened. Thank you so much.
Basic Tyler just subscribed.
Not only did Basic Tyler just subscribe, he subscribed with Prime. So you can use your Amazon Prime subscription for free. And you basically, if you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe to at least one creator on Twitch a month. You have to manually renew it. But still, it's amazing to be able to use money that you already have without spending any more. Thank you for the Prime subscription. And also, Emil1138 for the perfect number, also subscribing for 1 month at Tier 1. Can't believe it. Dude, we're not even broadcasting for how long have we been? Maybe the show has been going for 15 minutes? If that. I mean, like me talking, not even 10 minutes. We've made it through a level 5 hype train. Sorry. 310% level 5 hype train. That's a little, it's a little crazy. There's another raffle for everybody after you got 1,000,000. Builder's Mark, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Just caught that there. Barely. Chat's just flying along. That's worth 1,000,000 popcorn. Dude, I gave everybody 1,000,000 Perillo popcorn at the top of the show. I need to give everybody more? Fine, I guess I can give everybody more Perillo popcorn. Give me a second. Add points all. As long as I type in the right number, because I suck at numbers. There we go. Okay, everybody just got an additional 1,000,000 Perillo popcorn. Just for being there. And just for being a part of it. 9 subs, 10,664 bits. That feels like it's record breaking. If not, then it's definitely Breaking Bad, which I have not seen. I've not seen the show. I don't know what that. I don't even know what it means. I need to see the show. I will. I'll watch it. But now that the hype train's done, hype helmet comes off. I don't have to rejigger my voice because, like I said, it's still not set up yet. Thank you so much for helping me complete a level 5 hype train. Welcome aboard, new and not so new. Very good to have you here, Jesse. Yes, there is a Jesse. There's a Jesse emote actually. So if you type in Perillo Jesse, well maybe you spelled it differently, or Perillo Filament, or Perillo. You're gonna love this one, especially if you new folks. Perillo Tech TV. Yeah, you can even see Tech TV logos explode all over the screen. The chat has successfully been added. Gonna go ahead and toggle that off. I think we've seen everything. Seen as much adding the chat as I think anybody would expect to see in any given night. Where is the chat? Where is it not? Oh, I got a freeze frame. Hang on, where's chat? What is it? Is it off? No. Where'd it go? It's right there. How come? Where's chat? There it is. I'm like, I didn't even do anything, and it disappeared and it reappeared. It's very strange. Oh, I can fix it while I freeze. Fine, I'll freeze. Here we go. Gonna freeze. 3, 2, 1. That counts. Thank you so much for unfreezing me there with those bits. Really appreciate it, Billabongs. The 10 bits will go a long way. Long way. Now, got that done. I am going to, I'm a little hungry, even though I had beans before the broadcast, in between the live stream with Hot Makes, and now, we've been doing, now on the weekend, seemingly, tripping down memory lane and doing retro commercial watching, and just like enjoying retro stuff, talking about retro stuff. We've been watching a lot of cereal commercials, like old cereal commercials, like Mr. T and C-3POs and Golden Grams. And, some of the cereals are still around, some of the cereals not so much. But I decided, I'm like, you know what? It's been a while since I had cereal, so I got a fun cereal today. And the mail call is coming. Trust me, I've got a lot of mail to showcase. I have right here some Sesame Street cereal. Yes, this is now a cereal. It reminds me an awful lot of Alphabets, which is really nice because I haven't had Alphabets forever. I don't think it's going to taste like Alphabets. One of the reasons why it's nice is because I grew up with Cookie Monster, did not grow up with Elmo. Now you'd think, well, why didn't they put cookies here for Cookie Monster? What, that doesn't even make any sense. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the problem is that for parents to buy this, for it to be friendly, it can't have a lot of sugar. So this doesn't seem to have a lot of sugar, right? No marshmallows. So this is the problem with the GPK cereal. Jedi can eat the GPK cereal, GC Laredo. I cannot because it's not vegan. It's got marshmallows, which have gelatin, and I believe it also has whey protein, which is dairy. So I can't enjoy the GPK cereal. It's kind of sad, or at least the small boxes. But she has been enjoying it as we've been spreading it out. So I got Sesame Street cereal because this was the most fun box they had at the store. They also had a Minecraft cereal, but every other cereal has marshmallows in it, which is great if you love the marshmallows, and I used to. But I can't eat them, so like 99% of the awesome cereal, fun cereal stuff that's out there, I can no longer eat. So let me go ahead and get another Raffle started. Wait, unless someone else is doing it. Wait, is Liz here? Is Krusty here? Can't tell. So we're going to try some Sesame Street cereal. Many kids aged 2 to 5 fall short on these key nutrients. So this is targeted for kids 2 through 5. That's why they're not cookies. Although now I kind of want Cookie Crisp. I'll do it, dude. I'll do it. Do it live. Oh, whoa! These are smaller than alphabets. Like half the size of alphabets there. Can you see? Oh, Brian, there's a message in my alphabets. It says, ooh. Peter, those are Cheerios. Best line from Family Guy ever. So, family size, and it's just me. Loyal, you see your name? Wait, where do you see Loyal here? On the box? What? How do you get the popcorn? You already have it. So if you type in bang points, exclamation mark points, you'll get feedback on it. It's automatically stored with your account. Now, I've got my bowl. I've got my lightsaber spoon. So now it is time to try some Sesame Street cereal. First bowl, Diana brought me some milk. This is almond milk. Got it on sale. All right, here we go. Gonna try some Sesame Street cereal after I spell some stuff. Tasty. Lightly sweetened. Definitely not alphabets. It is more like Cheerios in terms of taste. With a whisper of cinnamon. Yes, you just had a cereal unboxing, and now you're having a cereal taste. I hope everyone has their cereal. This is the perfect chaser for beer. Cereal. But I don't want it to get soggy. Whole grain corn, cornmeal, sugar, corn bran. Jesus, could they put more corn in this? Oh, you're going Fruit Loops, Darth J. Fruit Loops, good choice. I'm trying to remember if I can eat Fruit Loops. I think it's got hydrogenated oil, or at least it used to. It's tasty stuff, though. Thank you, Hack Monkey,
for just subscribed.
Subscribing with Amazon Prime. Very appreciated. What does this taste like? It's been so long since I had cereal. It's definitely got a strong corn cereal taste. Doesn't taste like popcorn. Doesn't taste like corn, thank God. But it doesn't taste like oats either. It's tasty. Boot Disc says, I'll finish off a box of cereal in a week and then not eating again for years. Yeah, it's kind of the way we do it too. But you know, it's with all this talk about fun cereal, I'm like, man, I gotta get some. So I thought it'd be fun and do the Sesame Street thing. But now, as I'm thinking through it, I kind of want to get the cereal that I couldn't get when I was a kid that often, like Honeycomb. We never got a lot of. Golden Grams we didn't get a lot of. We had too many Cheerios. Honey Nut Cheerios all the time. But the sugary cereals, we never really had a chance to get a lot of. Vegans don't do D3. Ouch, couldn't go with it. What's D3? What light are we going with? Oh, Honey Nut Cheerios is like the best Cheerios, apart from chocolate Cheerios. I like chocolate Cheerios. Any chocolate cereal is automatically number one. Peanut Butter Cap'n Crunch? Oh, yeah. Hack Monkey? Now I kind of want that. Cinnamon Toast Crunch? I never got into. I like, wait, hang on. Krillin, what's the color? Color red, thank you. I like Golden Grams way more than I like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Way more, dude. By far. Pebbles, better than Rice Krispies. Never really gotten to the puffed ones. Didn't really like as much. Corn Pops, right? The Pops, Sugar Pops, or whatever they used to call them. They were okay. Honey Smacks I never liked. I never liked Honey Smacks. I could eat them, dig them, but they weren't my jam. Lucky Charms. Basically Alphabets with marshmallows. I like Alphabets. A lot. If given the choice between Alphabets and this, I would probably choose Alphabets.
The Midnight Smith just resubscribed for 2 months. Stop making me hungry, lol.
Go get a bowl of cereal, dude! Go get a bowl of cereal! Nothing's stopping you! Come on, man! Get a good bowl of cereal, man! I wanted to try this. Then plus, on the back, I can learn Spanish. It's got a little book that opens. Is that milk? It is almond milk. Do you know how you get milk out of almonds? They have very small nipples. Crispix. I loved Crispix. Especially with sugar. Almonds, folks! Exactly. Emil, you know, you've got my number. Come on, y'all know that tomorrow, after work, man, there's nothing more relaxing than eating a fun little cereal and just getting it out of your system. Oh, that was good. That felt good. I'm relieved. Very relieved. Yeah, it's just a little gassy. Woo! Dang, dude. I'm tearing up. Wow. That was a lot. So yeah, I think for a sugary cereal that's not that sugary, doesn't taste that. I mean, sugar's like the third ingredient, plus brown sugar syrup. It doesn't taste that sweet, but it's not bad. I'm not complaining. So here's the question of the night, right? Oh, I think we had a poll too. I totally missed the poll. What was the poll? Who's going to win the bid off? Oh, Obscurity. That was a good one. I think we knew Loyal was going to win that. Oh, come on, David. Dude, come on. I'm literally holding on to the box of cereal. You're asking me to freeze frame, right? Thank you so much, Nagel0123, as I was about to pour. Someone asked if I would buy it again. I'm not sure I would buy this one again. There's a lot of different cereals to try. And if I am going to try the cereal that comes... I'm having another bowl, if that means anything. Because I don't get cereal all that much. But, like, if I only had, the option of getting cereal that came with the marshmallows, what we've done in the past is we just basically pick out the marshmallows and eat the rest of it. So I might do that with a Minecraft cereal just to see what it tastes like. Be kind of fun. So, like, this is the cereal of the week. You don't understand. Emil, my wife, will go through this. She'll fly right through it. Trust me. And it was cheaper. It was cheaper to get this than it was a regular size box at virtually the same price. So I'm like, well, if I'm going to spend, what was it, $3.50 on a box of cereal, like, I'm going to get as much as I possibly can. So, I missed cereal. I admit it. What do you think? Like a cereal of the week. I think I could do that. It's fun to enjoy cereal like once a week. For me. I see that. Super Mario cereal. My parents were cheap. Wait a minute. Super Mario cereal? That couldn't have been cheap. And yes, Repcord. Almond teats are very hard to grip. Very hard. That's why I appreciate almond milk. Takes a lot. Knockoff cereal bags, Walmart. Yeah, Spud. We didn't have Walmart growing up. But yeah, I totally know the knockoff brands. I mean, I can't say that there was never a cereal we didn't try. There were just more cereals that we had compared to what we didn't have. If it was a sugar cereal, we just didn't have it. Like I said, it's very lightly sweet. Like a whisper. But now I kind of want a sugary cereal. Diana will eat the rest of it, guaranteed. Oh, that was the cereal you always wanted. I would recommend that you go and try to get it on eBay, but I would never recommend you eat anything that was made in the 80s now. It would not work out well. Family-sized Fruit Loops, $3 at Walmart. Not bad. Lego Store's already advertising May the 4th. Yeah, but the exclusives really aren't that good. I wasn't impressed. It's like the micro builds are interesting, but I don't chase them down. You live a few hours from Walmart HQ? Wow. You're lucky. Because, like, unfortunately, the Walmart around here sucks. I don't even bother going anymore. It's that bad. Distribution, especially for Star Wars stuff, is abysmal. Loyal Moses. What's May the 4th? What's May the 4th? It's Star Wars Day, dude. May the 4th be with you. And it's a day before Revenge of the 5th. Oh, Loyal, we're going to school you. Unless Loyal's messing with me. That's a possibility. I wouldn't put it past him. How did I miss the fact that you did Darth Vader pumpkin heads? I'm like, dude, that's awesome. Oh. See, I knew it. Loyal gets Trixie. Cinco de Mayo Eve. Good call, Fix 'em, dude. Oh, so it looks like the print is taking shape. Gotta tell you, it is such a thrill to be printing these Death Star pieces. How you doing? Let me see if I can pronounce your username correctly. Yo, as it scrolls off the screen. Yo Yard Deny 93. Well, that's bad. Oh, dude, you're a 501st? No way. No way, Darth J. Wow. I have a Stormtrooper, a get up that would be 501st certified. I do have a, that's true. I just never went through the certification. I could have been a Stormtrooper. I'm short. If I had a chance to do it again, instead of buying the Stormtrooper uniform, because I could not make my own, I would have probably gone with an AT-AT driver. But I ended up just getting this wild hair and then thought, you know, I need to have a Stormtrooper get up. Some kind of Stormtrooper thing. And it worked. I would not be tall for Vader. Not tall enough. Not nearly as tall. Which is sad. I have a Vader helmet that was gifted to me by a fan a couple years ago. I wore it on the stream once. But the Vader helmet I have would be 501st. You can't eat almond milk. Makes you feel weird. Wow. Interesting. Yoav is fine. I'll try to remember that. Thank you very much. Those tiles are great. Have a wall. It's been meaning to cover them. Oh, Hack Monkey. Yes. Dude, I would totally... Oh, man. I would totally love to see a wall, like, printed in the Death Star tiles. Oh, that would be so cool. Yeah, the 501st guy was in the Hot Mix chat, too. I'm currently on retired status with the 501st. Wow, that's wild, dude. That's so cool. You 3D printed a Scout helmet you're pretty proud of. Wow. Scout Trooper is like one of my favorite troopers of all time. Easily. So my favorite New Hope Trooper is probably the TIE Pilot. Favorite Empire Strikes Back is the AT-AT driver, obviously. And then Jedi. It is a toss-up between Royal Guard and the Scout Trooper, but I'd have to give it to the Scout Trooper. Thank you, Big Jano. I did see you in chat over on Hot Mix, too. I just couldn't shout. I mean, we were doing a lot, so I couldn't, like, shout out everybody that I saw, but I did see you. JKN Production says, the level of detail on that 3D print is amazing. It's not even done yet. Like, the ones from yesterday came out amazing. Like, spectacular. Can't wait to print them all. Hey, the Edge of Tech, you're back. Did you go grab a bowl of cereal? Is that what's going on? Kind of making a new tradition, I think. I think, like, on the weekends when we start doing the retro stuff, I may be trying a new bowl of cereal. Because I kind of have to. Because, wow. Now, if Diana comes up here, she's going to see the cereal. Yeah, see, it's not... Cereal's not too... That's not a sugary cereal. It's closer to a Cheerios than anything. I'm very reminiscent of Cheerios. This fell off. Remember when I printed this a couple weeks ago? Docking Bay 94. This fell off the wall. It slid off the wall for some reason. Diana said, what is that? I said, well, it's Docking Bay 94. She says, oh, geez.
Loyal Moses gifted the Joftech a subscription. Loyal Moses gifted a tier 1 sub to the Joftech. They have given 252 gift subs in the channel.
252 gift subs! Loyal! You're a champion! Look at that! So the Edge of Tech now has a sub to this channel, which means you get emotes. And you get a, what else? Oh, Discord. Remember the Discord? We got a Discord server. Not much activity going on there, but you never know. Discord. Did I type it in right? No. Discord. Oh! Hang on! Wait, Shadow and Bone. What do you think, Edge of Tech? It's something that I want to watch. I caught up on episodes last night of Mayor of, what is it, Eastgate? Mayor of Easttown? Which is good. On HBO Max, definitely good. Mayor of Easttown. And then I also watched The Nevers, which I'm starting to really like. So, my question is, Shadow and Bone, what's your feeling? Kind of need to know. You love it. Okay, great. Great. Because, man, I'm like, right now, I feel like I'm swimming in shows that I really, really, really like. Really like. And the problem is it's across, like, 4 different services. I'm like, great, I'm going to have to pay for all of these freaking services. The only one that I'm still not sure about, the service that I'm not sure we're going to stick to, is Paramount Plus. I'm still not sure. They have to throw a lot more Star Trek content my direction to stick around. All right, so, big fan. You were mentioning mail call, getting onto the mail call. Okay, we will. Emil, you got to bounce. No worries, man. Thank you. Doing it every night. Glad to have you here. Like I said, if you're in the 501st, dude... Oh, hang on. Wait, before you go. I got to show you at least... Dude, I've got a haul of Star Wars stuff to showcase, including this. This is a pickup. This is brand new. I'm going to be assembling this on stream, probably Saturdays. So, yeah. Stay tuned, because I've tried to reserve my brick building specifically for Saturdays, but being a late, this is the second Darth Vader bust that I think they've released. There's the Jedi Vader, but this is the helmet collection, or part of the helmet collection. 834 pieces. This one's going to be a big one. This is going to be like an all-day stream. All-day stream. What's the 501st? It's not a Twitch thing. It's a Star Wars thing. Tied to raising money for different, I want to say I've never been a part of it, but like different charities or nonprofits. So anyway, dude, I was just getting started. Okay, wait. Okay, hang on, wait. You're gonna love this then. I'll do it real quick for Emil. I also got I'm sorry, this was not big screen, but look, I got this mug today for $3. If you don't get a chance to get to Home Goods, like, get there, because this is like half off. Stormtrooper Vader mug that I didn't have. And here's a better shot of the Vader. You can get this at Target now. This is my second one. I've got the other one coming in. I'm going to keep one in the box and assemble the other one. So that one, okay, this is something I got for my daughter because she enjoyed playing with it. The 5 POA Marvel Legends Carol Danvers. Obviously not Star Wars, but still cool. 5 POA being my favorite type of figure or figurine. What can I open real quick? Crap. Gonna do this for you, Emil. I'm going fast as I can. Okay, I got on eBay because I couldn't find them locally because our Walmart suck. Grogu and Mandalorian loofah. So I got this for like $10 or like $3 a piece. Loofah for her Grogu bathroom. So yeah, okay, there you go. I'm going as fast as I can because I don't want you to leave because, man, like when I meet any of you Star Wars fans, any of you fellow Star Wars fans, I'm freaking out here. Okay. So Diana, when I found a towel the other day at Target, and she said, yeah, she didn't like the colors, but she likes the colors on this one. So this towel is currently available at Target for $10. Precious Cargo Beach Towel. We use them for baths around here. No, don't apologize. Okay, so now, I went on a tear. This is the problem anytime I start watching retro stuff, I immediately start, turning my attention to, like, eBay. And I'm like, I never had that. I need this. I need to grab that. So now, I'm going to tear through a couple bags that probably have items inside that I did not have, including this one. Now, I may not be certified as a Darth Vader for the 501st, but I now have a Darth Vader breathing apparatus, and the goal of this is to basically take it out in public. I think the battery needs to be potentially replaced. Hopefully it did not get chewed all the way through, but it makes the Darth Vader sound. So when I wear my Darth Vader mask when I'm in public, then it's going to make the Darth Vader breathing sound as I'm moving around. Remove white tab from back before pressing, but oh, the white tab has been removed. Oh, I really do hope this has not been chewed through. Like the battery. I hope we don't have issues with the battery. Okay, so now, hang on. I gotta be careful because this is gonna be a lot. I've got a lot of I'm gonna have a lot of trash. I've got like 2 baskets stacked up, piled up. And I'm trying to be careful because I'm not sure which is in each one of these here. I want to say this is probably a pin that I ordered. Because as I was going through, and I do searches every so often for, like, Darth Vader or what have you, You do like to lurk on my streams, genuinely excited. Oh yeah, I totally get excited. I have a lot of Darth Vader pins, but I found out that I did not have the Darth Vader snowflake pin. So I got that now. That'll go in my pin collection. And man, I cannot stress just how I got a pile and a half over here, dude. Like I don't think I've ever had this much show up all at one time. And the one item that I want, or at least the items that I really want, aren't even close to coming in yet. How do you fart? You got to use the stream sound stream. There should be a feature specifically on the profile page. Oh, here we go. Is Mark here? Mark from NC? Mark? Your package came. Is Mark here? Mark in NC. There we go. Guess what, Mark? He found these flags out where he lives, and I said, yes, absolutely, I need them. So I now have 2 Darth Vader garden flags. Because I figured we'd fly one, and I would keep one in the package. Two the Vader ones, the garden flags, the licensed, and then a vertical flag. And a deluxe flag of Rey. A deluxe flag of Rey. So this one feels like the premium fabric Rey. This will be fun to fly. This will also be kind of fun to hang. I've got to find something that, you know, we can use for this particular Vader flag. Thank you for keeping your eye out for me. I really appreciate that, Mark, because otherwise I never would have even known these existed. How can you send things? First of all, you don't have to. Safe? Is it safe to stand up now? Or sit up? These are crackers. I've got the address on the profile page. So that should give you the everything that you might need. That's the address right there. It is on the profile page. And yeah, if you do send something, I will unbox it. That is a warning. I will unbox it. GC Laredo had sent a Garbage Pail Kids haul, actually 2 of them, to end all hauls for Garbage Pail Kids, being a fellow Garbage Pail Kid fan. But yes, that's that. And yes, I will find room for any amount of Star Wars. Trust me. It's just, I'm never going to run out of space, ever. Here's another pin that I didn't realize I didn't have until, again, I go searching on eBay, and then suddenly these items come up. eBay knows me so well. Like, hey, did you have this Darth Vader pin? And I'm like, I did not actually have that. Yeah, I don't have room for a lot of the Funko stuff.
It's a trap!
I know it is, but the problem, I can't stop. I can't stop. Now, except for the Vader Funko stuff, I will chase down. The exclusive stuff I will chase down for the Vader. Beyond that, not as much, because there are a lot of commons. Okay, here we go. Don't know what's going to be in this box. We're going to find out. Oh, that Admiral Akbar, he's like hovering. He's going, what is going on? He's trying to warn me, but it's not gonna take. And look at this.
I gotta have more cowbell.
What is this? Oh, yes. Sorry, I thought I heard something else. Oh, it did. Thank you for the thing that you sent. I don't live in Australia, so I can't get items from Australia. But years ago, I guess Pizza Hut had a series of giveaways, or like trinkets. Like there's an R2-D2. These were like not exactly Happy Meal toys, but this came on my radar because I think I did a search for like Star Wars Happy Meal or something crazy like that. I'm fine. Found this. So this is an Australia Pizza Hut exclusive. Not sure if it was available in any other countries, but when they were doing the Return of the Jedi, Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back special editions, I guess these were some of the trinkets that they gave away. So I specifically ordered for this one, but it came with the others, including R2-D2, C-3PO, and Chewbacca. So they're going to remain in the bags. Nice exclusive freeze frame. I'm in the middle of doing a... Can I at least finish the haul? Dude, that went almost went right through my head. Loyal, you almost that lightsaber is just right. That counts. That counts as an unfreezer. Okay, so I showed you those. I just love finding those items that I didn't know existed. Like, why didn't I live in Australia at the time? I can tell you why I didn't live in Australia. Because they have spiders as big as you in Australia. And if you think I'm exaggerating, I'm not. They're, gigantic. So, yeah, that's not going to happen. I'll just, I'll have to collect by way of eBay. I'm sorry. I'm almost... No, I'm not almost done.
It's a trap!
I know, but I just can't stop. I got all this stuff, and I just can't stop. Sorry, Lord Vader. I apologize. Does this make you feel better? Darth? It's a galactic stylus. So I don't even know if this thing's going to work. It was like $10. Oh, dude, it's a lightsaber pin. I need this. I don't know why. I don't know if it works. Apparently, it works with an app that probably is no longer in development. Certainly on a gadget that no longer exists. So you might wonder, Chris, why did you do the tech? I'm like, well, this is tech, but man, this is timeless. Right? This is timeless. This tablet is long gone. Now the Jawas are going to take it. Great. You invoked the Jawas. Now the Jawas are going to take everything away. Is it Jawas or Jawa? What's the plural? Not sure if I ever learned that. Okay. Something in there, obviously. Hopefully I did not slice through a part of the packaging. If I did, I would be sad. What do we got? Oh, yes. Here we go. Speaking of pins, I never had because they were either too expensive and I wasn't willing to pay the price or I didn't know they existed. Ow. Hang on. All right. Let's go ahead and clip this out without clipping me. A horde of Jawum. Oh, someone knows their Latin. This was probably in the heyday of the Disney Star Wars crossover. Goofy, for some reason, was Darth Vader. I guess it made sense to them. But this was a Disney pin. I did not have the Goofy Darth Vader pin that I now have. Hey, Daily Pone. Good to see ya. Good to see ya. A murder of Jawa. I think that's canon now. But there's one thing that I'm looking forward to. I mean, I'm looking forward to all this stuff, and I'm like, I remember going on an eBay bender, obviously, and I could not. Oh, this is okay. So the other day we had one of our tape measures break, right? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to stick the scissors there. Okay, everybody, I need a moment of silence for Wilhelm, who I inadvertently just stabbed with the Darth Vader scissors that I put down. Did you see that? Did you see the scissors I'm using? The freaking TIE Fighter Darth Vader scissors, people. No, you're obsessed with my obsession. Alright, so, our tape measure broke. I went out looking for a Star Wars tape measure, and you might remember that oh man, you do not want your, I already had the R2-D2 tape measure, right? Which is fine for me, but I didn't really want to, give it to the daughter or the wife, because I was afraid it was going to break. So, instead, what I have is a new tape measure. Series of tape measures. These are Han Solo Leia tape measures. And I got them at a pretty good price, honestly. I got 3 of them. So I've got Star Wars tape measures. And now I can share one with the rest of the family. Keep one in the package, for posterity. Because you never know. Years from now. Ha! Tape measures. Measurements make me gassy. Hang on, let's see if I can find, yeah, okay, so I'm looking for the one in the best quality packaging, probably this one. I've got stuff everywhere. I'm going to open one of these tape measures, so you can see what a Star Wars tape measure looks like. I don't know why they don't make these things, like, year-round. Like, why are they chases? So, here we go. Han and Leia. So, now if someone asks me to measure something, we got inches on one side and the metric system on the other. Centimeters. So, now you know why I'm going to only have one for the family. Because I'm pretty sure Jedi's going to be doing this. Or is that too ASMR-y for you? Too ASMR? Okay, there's that. Now, told you this is gonna be one hell of a mail call. I don't even know who the hell this is from. If seal is broken, check contents before accepting. Okay. I don't know what this is. I don't know. Emil said, what? The autofocus on this camera is amazing. Yo, so fast. Yeah, dude. So, the autofocus on this camera, it is a Sony ZV-1. And they specifically make it for that reason, right? So, you can hold up an object, it autofocuses, then you go back. It even has another mode where if I press it, it does it even better than before. So, I can go in and say, hey, look at this pin. It's awesome. Come back and hey, look, pay attention to me. The ZV-1. Now, there is native functionality for the ZV-1 into a Mac or PC, specifically Mac OS and Windows. But I actually go out by way of the HDMI port so I can get 60 frames per second at 1080p as opposed to just the regular old USB connection, which I don't think was that great. Okay, so this is something else. Oh, I needed to replace this. Our bubble machine broke. Like, the BB-8 bubble machine we had broke, and since it's summer, I needed a new bubble machine, so I just got a new one. Diana's going to try to repair the old one. I wish her luck. I'm not sure how well that's going to work. Oh, man. I told you, I'm not done. Like, is this for me, or is it... This, I think, is something that would get everybody else excited. Me, not as much. Let's see here. Cape on... Oh, hey, Eugene. A book. Oh, you're writing a book? Wow, that's crazy. All right, give me a second. I told you it was going to be a good mail call. Like, this is, like, massive. Oops. Give me a second. And I'm not even done. It all happened at the same time. Oh, I found a pretty good price for Star Wars pins on Amazon. Like, a crazy good price for as many Star Wars pins as you would expect. Like maybe this was, I don't want to say $15. I'll have to look up the price again, but like $15 on Amazon. Do I have the... Oh, they didn't put the card in there. Give me a second. I'll look up the price in just a moment because I'm going to show you everything I got in the package. So I got 2 of those pins, ballpoints. Nice to have those spares. 2, and I have actually 2 of the 2-packs. That's the second one. 2 of the Grogu ballpoint or stylus black ink pins. Did not have these. I had the other ones. 2 BB-8 pins. Ballpoint, I assume. Gel pen, actually, with bookmarks. And then I also got these 2-pack. Gel pens. Grogu, and then much like the BB-8, just a clutter of all sorts of Star Wars fun right there. So give me a second. I got to look this up because the price I thought was like astounding, and that's why I grabbed it. I'm like, oh my god, how many pins was that? And it was like just this insane price. Give me a second. I will find it, and then you are going to be astounded. Oh, it doesn't tell me. I gotta look at the $16.95. $16.95 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14 Star Wars pins. That's like a little over maybe $1.50 a pin for Star Wars, like a licensed pin, relatively new, including Grogu pins. Like, that is an amazing deal. Thank you for following Bellboz TV. It's good to see you. Alright, there's that. Seriously, I had a whole friggin' basket. And I've got another basket. Not quite, I'm over halfway here, but not quite finished with this mail call. And I would say it's this week's mail call. See, Krillin, you know what I'm saying? It was an amazing price. This is just today's mail call. I, again, found... I'd never found this loofah in the store. This is a different Grogu loofah. The other ones just had kind of like this little like circle object on it, like this padding. This one's actually got like the stylized face with the ears, just like that. No, my post box did not give me these bins. I have to take them back. They give them to you. They say, here, take them, just bring them back. And I'm like, okay, I can do that. Okay.
I gotta have more cowbell.
I know, but the cowbell's not here. Jedi's got the cowbell. That's the problem. Woo! All right. What's in this one? Oh, this is the one. This, I'm not joking. I'm excited to get all this stuff. Diana's gonna freak. But for years, I've been looking for one of these things, and I couldn't find it. Because by the time I knew they existed, they were gone. They no longer existed. So I'm surfing, eBay, and suddenly, I see this object pop out in these party supplies. And I cannot tell you how, oh my god. For years, I've been looking to get one of these. Because I only had one other one with Vader's helmet on, Vader's face on it. And now, I have several. These are, well, first of all, it's there's a Yoda, these are like party favors, right? Look, help me, I'm a little fly. Party favors with Yoda on them. Pretty common enough in the sense that it's just a sticker. But this, right here, this is what freaked me out. This is what the thing I could not believe. Still cannot believe I have these finally after all these years. Star Wars Slinkies. And by the time I have one of these with Vader on it, I have one of these with the Stormtrooper on it. But for years there was only one of these on eBay and it was listed for like $20. I'm like, I'm not going to pay $20 for like one of these little things. So I now have, I can't tell you, for years I was looking for just like to get like a bag of these, and now I finally have my bag of Star Wars Slinkies. Oh, I'm so excited. Then plus, as I'm probably gonna have to wash this one first, but dude, your son was born on Star Wars Day. That's so awesome. Darth Vader whistles. Don't know if I'm gonna give this to Jedi, but it's got Darth Vader on it, so I'm happy. Very, 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 very happy. The Slinky song, it's Slinky, it's Slinky, it's got Star Wars printed on it. It's Slinky, it's Slinky. And you know how long I've waited? Do you know? Loyal, did you know that the only thing I wanted was this trinket? Loyal, did you know that this bag, it came with other Star Wars crap? Oh man, I got Star Wars Slinkies! I'm so happy! Oh, can't tell it for years. I gave up on it. I thought I was done with this. So this, oh my god. Star Wars Party Favor Pack, 48-piece value. This must have been it. From Hallmark Party Express. So now, I've got the barcode. So I can look it up to see if I can find it directly by barcode. Maybe even get more. Oh my god. It also came with, let's see, what else? Is that it? Some Yoda gift bags. Here. Fun little gift bags. Loyal, I'm not falling for it. And then some little posters. Let the Force guide you. Little trinkety posters. Those aren't as much fun. And then what is this? It's a Yoda, like a big sticker. Not as much fun. All I wanted were those freaking Slinkies. I got a Star Wars Slinky. They make the bigger ones too. I have one of those though, or at least a modern one of those. Okay, so now, hang on. This is a heavy box. This is probably boring. Oh yeah, this is boring. Fire extinguishers. It's been years since we upgraded ours, so I'm like, I went through and I'm like, oh, I'll just grab a few. So these are good to have around the house. Fire extinguishers, because our old ones ran out. Okay, so that's that. That's a little boring. God, Chris. Chris, do I like the movie Fanboys? Emil, yeah, I like it. I enjoy it, if only because it's fun, right? And I love those kind of movies that I see a little bit of myself in the characters. Like, oh man, yeah, that would be cool. That would be awesome. That would be amazing. Man, the thing is, I maybe have had, when I was a kid, most of my Star Wars experience was playing with toys, right? Which is one of the reasons why Star Wars and toys, I'm still enjoying it until I die. But when I see those types of movies, it made me wish that I had friends like that when I was at that age, and I wasn't. Is E.T. a prequel? That's a good question, given that Yoda shows up in E.T., and E.T. shows up in either The Phantom Menace or Attack of the Clones. The creatures, like the E.T. creatures, I don't know if they... I keep on thinking... Kleeborg was the name that Robot Chicken gave them. There is a species title, or a name for them, although that eludes me at the moment. But it could have been. So, I mentioned this the other week. I got two sets of these. This is the second set that's shown up. McDonald's has a new Happy Meals promotion going on. So, you can get your Star Wars Happy Meal toys now. So, one of them I'm going to hold on to for posterity. The other ones I'm going to open. These, I got to be careful because I got a lot of trash around here. I don't want anything to get lost. But these basically shoot out these discs with lightsabers on them. The funny thing is, like, everything I'm showing you is drop in the bucket. In terms of what's available, all the things I don't have, there are more things I don't have, believe it or not. And you probably don't believe it. Ooh, you got two of those. Want them? Two of which ones? Uber Superfill. The Fanboys characters are the friends you wish you had today. Exactly. That's what you like being in the 501st, though. Yeah, I feel you, Emil. There's a local group, two local groups here in Seattle. One is Stars, the other is Sarlacc. And we have some of the best Star Wars collectors who live local to Seattle. And I have seen one-of-a-kind collections, including Gus Lopez's. I've toured his house a few times, so I've seen, with my own eyes, the original Death Star. Like, the first Death Star. The actual model Death Star. I've seen it. Oh, the McDonald's toys? Yeah, send them along, dude. Like, okay, let me just say it right now, in case you missed this. If any of y'all have Star Wars, anything that you might not want, or you might think I'm interested in, my address is on the profile page. I'm interested. Like, this stuff finds a good home, trust me. Trust me on that. Why is this one? This one is... What? This one does not want to come out. Oh, yes! So, I got Jedi, who, by the way, for all you new folks, that's my daughter's name. Yes, it's her real name. I got her a Nintendo DS to play with some cartridges that I find thrifting. She's more inclined to play with the iPad, but, you know, I realized she didn't have a case for the Nintendo DS. So this was $10. Basically new. A $10 Clone Wars with Cody right there on the front. Jedi Alliance, so it's got her name on it. Nintendo DS set, or kit. Comes with a replacement stylus, cleaning cloth, and system wrap. And the cleaning cloth is Star Wars, by the way. So, $10. $10! Because no one else has it, right? No one else has a Nintendo DS or wants one today, but, like, she needed a place to store her Nintendo DS. Perfect price. Perfect collectible. I love it. It's like, Krusty would like that, too, because it's, like, kind of a little bit practical, a little bit playful. That's my kind of favorite thing. Oh, you might be up there at some point to visit Jerry. Oh, definitely. Hit me up. Jerry and I have not seen each other in real life in years. Years and years. I still have Jerry's... The things that he printed me, I still have them. He 3D printed me this Vader helmet. This is a slightly out of perspective Lego Darth Vader helmet carved out on top like a pencil holder. I have some Stormtrooper tokens in there. He printed me that one. He printed me a smaller version of that. Oh, yeah. I still have Joel Telling's 3D print of me as well. Before anybody really knew him as the 3D printing nerd. Let me grab that. Let me step over the garbage. This one, 3D printed by Joel Telling, of my older logo, that I got to turn into a maker coin. Squirrel Master is helping me do that. But, yeah, there's Joel Telling printed this. That's a Joel Telling original right there. Well, the design was Kelly Ishikawa, but the print was from Joel, which was astounding. Oh, you bought Dave a gin and tonic at Celebration. Nice. Wait, which Dave? Hey, thank you, K Simple, for subscribing.
Just subscribed.
Thank you for using your Prime subscription. Classic. Very nice. I appreciate that support. You have his channel logo tattooed on your arm? Oh my god. Really? Oh, this is one that I wanted, and I'm not sure if I had another copy of it. Another set of it. But I kind of chased down the, I never got a lot of the Disney park stuff, which is really unfortunate, because there was some fun stuff there. There were Cars mashups, and Disney character mashups with Star Wars, and this was on my radar for some time, but it was always too expensive, and then I did a search for it again. I'm like, oh, this is actually a really good price. So here we have, on these lenticular cups, various Star Wars characters as different Disney characters, right? A Stitch as Yoda, Mickey is Luke, the Vader, Goofy is the one I wanted most, and then the Donald Duck as Darth Maul. Then on the other side, we have the different logos or insignias right there. So these are, these are definitely still usable. Originally, they would have cost $16, so I'm debating whether or not I get a second set of these. Because I don't think I had another one of them. I just wanted one for Darth Vader specifically. But I've always been a fan of lenticular items. Just, I love the visual effect of lenticular. Like, I think it's fun. It's a lot of fun. Not so much functional. Unless, of course, you like count, like, the, Diana's gonna come up here. She's gonna freak. She's like, oh my god. What did you do? What's going on? Where does it end? Don't ask me. I hope I don't miss anything. Like, that's the problem when I start, like, flipping everything around. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to bathe right here on the show. You ate dinner with Peter and Angie Mayhew every year at Indy at Gen Con. Oh, in Indy at Gen Con. Wow. Hey, C. Travis, thank you for being here. Appreciate it. I don't know. My claim to fame, my Star Wars claims to fame would be meeting Dave Filoni as we were both checking into the hotel at the same time, and getting his autograph. Basically having the Darth Vader account follow me on Twitter. The Dave Prowse is Darth Vader account. I also have Darth Vader following me on Twitter. That's fan run. Then, what else? What are my other claim to fame? Oh, I have a Sharpie used by Mark Hamill to autograph somebody else's shoes, and those shoes are from James Arnold Taylor. That was an interesting story. They were interviewing each other on stage at Celebration the year that they were announcing The Force Awakens. Verizon brought me out for that engagement. And James Arnold Taylor was basically asking Mark if he would autograph his shoes. And Mark was like, I don't have a pen. And I said, here you go. And I'm in the front row, right? I'm like, here you go. And then the crowd just like goes nuts, right? I think someone's got that clip online too. And basically James Arnold Taylor walks over. Was it James Arnold? Yeah, he walked over, grabbed the pen, brought it back. But I have the Sharpie. I'm saving that Sharpie. Another claim to fame I have is I did a live stream in the Star Wars YouTube channel. I've actually streamed on the Star Wars YouTube channel. Did that once when I did the unboxing of the Millennium Falcon from The Force Awakens. Before anybody had seen it. What else? What are my other Star Wars claims to fame? Those are the big ones. I'm not sure. I'm trying to think of any other... Oh, I met Scott Trowbridge from Galaxy's Edge. And I didn't know I was meeting Scott, but I ran into him at Galaxy's Edge the weekend that I went. So it was spectacular being able to meet him and hang with him very, 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 very briefly. And yeah, I guess a lot of my encounters would be the smaller kind of encounters, not so much the big ones. But yeah, I've got some. Those are my Star Wars stories. Maybe they're not as exciting as other people's Star Wars stories, but oh man, I'm looking everywhere and I'm just like, this is just incredible. So much I'm surrounded. Every time Diana thinks like we've seen enough Star Wars, I'm like, no, you don't understand. You don't get it. Like there's so much more. Thank you, Emil. I normally when I do these, I don't get that many packages all at one time, but as I get different packages, I will showcase them on the stream. I usually hold on to the packages for the streams specifically. So yeah, that's don't think this was it, because this is like far from it, absolutely far from it. Like there's no doubt. All right, hang on just a second. That's just bizarre. You're definitely gonna send me a care package. I will be excited. I will be thrilled. I'll be very, very happy to see just that, and will certainly appreciate when that happens. As is the case for anything Star Warsy that shows up, I'm like, oh my god! So exciting. It's exciting for me to just see this stuff. You held Seth Green in your arms and performed with Weird Al and met George. Oh wow, dude, Darth J. I think you win. I think that's. I don't think it gets any better than that. I don't think I've got anything close to that. Weird Al, I've talked to, I've interacted with, and we had we didn't know each other. We never did anything together, but when I did the show eons ago, he was one of the guest callers, and yeah, that's the only time that we really had a chance to interact outside of just talking to each other. But I knew his drummer far more than I knew him, or far more than I ever knew him. There would be someone that I would love to work with professionally if I ever had an opportunity. You 3D printed a Red Ranger Power Coin at a convention that you had a table at. Then Jason Lee Scott himself signed it. That's your only claim to fame. Interesting. I mean, we all have these lame claims to fame. Lame claims to fame. Hang on. They're about to get overwhelmed if they come in here and see the packaging. You're trying to avoid what? Yeah, it is, I got some packaging in here, hun. I know. Yeah, I got a lot of packaging. Honey, I don't know how dirty it is, honey. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I don't know how dirty it is. What the heck?
We're still waiting on Miguel. What's that?
But I got, here, hang on, I got the tape measure for downstairs. Yeah.
How was it?
Oh, it's not very sweet. You'll see. Yeah, you'll see. It's okay. It's, well.
It's like not even colored.
No, it's for because it's for babies. It's a cereal for babies. I'm not complaining. Thank you, Jixicey, for following. Really appreciate that. Welcome aboard. What? Hey, hang on. What? Sorry, I don't know you. Like, so I guess you're not welcome aboard. I don't think you were paying attention to the stream anyway. Yeah, see ya, Jixicey. When people do that, I know it's like a law of averages. Like, they just spam the stuff hoping that, someone's going to click on it. But inevitably, no one really clicks on it. Give me a second. I'm going to try something. How do I... Where do I... Oh, there we go. Panfred Nudo. Panfred Nudo in the house, everybody. Shout out to Panfred Nudo. Panfred Nudo. Fred, you just missed, like, the biggest friggin' haul I've ever done. Ever. Like, ever. So, this was a big one. This was a huge, gigantic one. Yeah, Fred, you're gonna want to watch this one. I mean, like, it includes like a Grogu loofah, and some Star Wars flags, and here you go, Panfred Nudo, the Darth Vader bust. Now you're drooling. Now you're drooling. I know you are. That's just it's not even close to all of it. Like I said, I'm hoping that I was able to, like, move everything away so I don't lose anything. Yes, I even demonstrated, I took a bath live on Twitch. That's not against the terms of service, right? They seem to change it every other day. Oh, that didn't work out. Okay, it's fine. It looks like this is just humming along. 75% of the way through. A little over an hour to go on these Death Star tiles. Because Panfred Nudo, that's what I'm 3D printing. Tonight, that's what I'm doing. The tiles, as it were. Just to, to build my... now I can kind of build my own Death Star. Bit by bit, piece by bit. I'm going to need a lot more filament. I need to 3D print that. What's my email? chris@perillo.com. chris@perillo.com. Pretty easy. Sorry. There we go. What the heck? Why are you doing that? Who's capagening that? Who just capagen? Builder's Mark. Hang on. I need, I feel like I need some hand sanitizer after opening all those packages. So I'm going to get my R2D2 hand sanitizer. This is from Mexico. The Grogu hand sanitizer that was released last year. Ooh, I'm almost out of this. Unfortunately, the Grogu hand sanitizer had to be dumped. There was a recall on it, which is really weird. Oh, ow, that hurts. That stings. You don't know how many cuts you have on your hand until, like, you start sanitizing it, like with hand sanitizer. You're like, ow, that burns. Ow, that stings. Ow, what's going on? You'll send me some pics? Oh, cool. Yeah, this hand sanitizer is kind of goopy. It's, like, sticky. I don't like it very much. I'm going to have to refill it anyway with the new stuff. Until you dump alcohol on them? Yeah, no doubt. Human Juke 81. There's a shout out for Human Juke 81. Give him a follow if you're so inclined. One man band. Also a fellow Star Wars fan. I'm not going to sit there and, claim that I'm bigger or he's bigger or Panfred Nudo's bigger or so-and-so's bigger. Because, honestly, if you're a fan, you're a fan. If you enjoy it, you enjoy it. I don't know if this is about, well, I'm a bigger fan. Because I don't know how to measure that. Because the way that I'm a fan is different than the way somebody else is a fan. Huge. The only alcohol I'm dumping is down my own throat later. Oh, man. Emil. I wish I was in your shoes. Because I had my beer before I had my cereal. Not with my cereal. That would be an interesting flavor. But, yeah. I think next time I would do cereal before beer. Cereal, what is that the saying? Cereal before beer, you're in the clear. Beer before cereal, your liver's getting real. No, that didn't even make any sense. You did just complete the Lego Millennium Falcon, but you see the bookcase behind me. Indeed, you see this one, and I will be completing. I'm thinking maybe this Saturday I could start it. I don't know if I'll be able to finish it, but like when I start, this is like 834 pieces. This is an all-day build right here, dude. I'm here to eat beer and drink cereal, and I'm all out of popcorn. Did you gamble it all away? Did you gamble all your popcorn away? With $1 million that I gave at the top of the show. That's incredible. Saw that bust? It's solid plastic. It is. Like, that's incredible. I'm surprised. I can't believe they've crammed 834 bricks into that thing. I mean, it's not going to be small. I know where it's going to go, too. It's going to go, like, back in the corner. Save the second half for May the 4th. Oh, that's not a bad idea. The May the 4th brick build. Not a bad idea at all. I could probably do that. I could probably handle that. I don't think it'll be a problem. Not at all. So assuming I got the room. That's what I'm after this whole, like, unboxing, you know, taking out of packaging. I'm looking around and going, oh my god. But honestly, the boxes were bigger. The shippers were bigger than the actual items themselves. Oh, Loyal Moses wants to know what May the 4th is. Again, May the 4th is a day on the calendar that exists only as a holiday that is like, that is probably my holiday of the year. Yeah, Christmas, Easter, you know, birthday, But May the 4th? Yeah, May the 4th, man. May the 4th. National Battlestar Galactica Day? Really? I didn't know that. So say we all. Wouldn't that, how would you play that? So say we all. So Saturday say we all? No. So Sunday we all? How could that work? How could that work? May the 4th be with you. Is there a Star Trek Day? 1701. So that'd be, no, that wouldn't work. Because there's no, unless January 17th. Like that's 1701, depending on how you do the months and the days. You thought it was Buck Rogers Day. Hot stuff, Buck. You should call me Twiggy. Was it Twiggy? Twicky? Twiggy? Twiggy? So say Wednesday. Yes! That works. Was it Twinkie? Who? Wait, hang on. Now I gotta look it up. Twiggy. I thought it was Twiggy. Twiggy was the name of like an actress, but like no. Was it Twiggy? Twiggy? Who is this? Twiggy. See, that's probably something. I mean, I've been looking for that vintage Twiggy figure for years. I mean, I'm not chasing it. I could get it, I'm sure, if I was looking for it. What was it? Twiggy? Twiggy? No, I can't spell it, apparently. You saw that Lego bust and a Lego set Boba Fett helmet? Yeah, they're doing a whole helmet series. So what's interesting is that this is not the first Darth Vader bust that they made, or that has been made. But it's good, don't get me wrong. I think it's fine. Yeah, we'll see how it compares to the first Darth Vader bust, which was originally a Target exclusive, and then Lego caught flack for that. And I have that bust. I have that one assembled, and I also have it in a box as well. No problem, the Edge of Tech. He notes that he's got a crash before the little man wakes up. Have a great night. You as well, the Edge of Tech. Good to see you. Thanks for the Shadow and Bone Reco. I'll probably try to start it tonight after this stream because it's another show that I would hope to be able to get into. A lot of fun. Tweaky. Twiki. Thank you. Tweaky. Twiki. Beep, beep, beep. Hot stuff, Buck. See, for some reason, that's the only line I ever remember. Hang on, let's see if we can find the Twiki. The figure. The actual vintage figure. I bet you it's got to be an arm and a friggin' leg. A lot of posters, a lot of lithographs. Oh, wow. Vintage Buck Rogers Twiki Coca-Cola plastic cup. Oh, there we go. Vintage 1978 Buck Rogers Twiki figure. $25. That doesn't seem too bad. It doesn't seem horrible for a vintage figure. Certainly, it seems mostly complete. Not sure what the condition is. That's about as cheap as it gets. And I'm not sure if it came, the Twiki robot came with anything. That's $4.40 with $4.45 shipping and handling. Oh, though it's front, it had a front piece seems to be missing in that particular figure. This other one, $39, 2 bids for a Twiki, which is kind of punched through. Yeah, I'll wait. I'm not in any rush. Beep, beep, beep. Because for some reason now I'm thinking, oh yeah, I gotta see if I can find some old vintage robot android figures. Because why not? As chases. Because I would never go and get like all the Buck Rogers figures. I would just get like one. I would never get all the Black Hole figures. I would just get like Maximilian and Vincent, Bob possibly. Although I would probably try to shoot for the vintage versions of those, not necessarily the modern ones. I would try. I would probably not be successful. Because, you know, the more time that goes on, usually the higher these prices go. And then I have to, like, duck out. I'm like, well, it's too rich for my blood. Yeah, these are really nice pin. They're 2 different pins. The gel pins for the Mandalorian. 2 different ones. So the nice thing is I get to use 2 and I get to collect 2. Now I need to open this because this is what I planned on wearing around the stores. Like when I go out and about, like I want to breathe. So as I'm walking down the aisle, I want to like trip it on and have people like go, "Is that Darth Vader?" Just for fun, just for giggles. My concern, as I said, was that the battery. Oh man, I need. No, it's a Phillips. Oh, it's Phillips. So I got my screwdriver right here. My Darth Vader lightsaber screwdriver. Phillips. Theoretically, it'll fit in there without stripping. Yeah, okay. Pretty good. It's got to be like a AA, AAA battery or something like that. Let's see if it works. Because otherwise, this isn't very collectible. This isn't very... Okay, we've got a little bit of corrosion. Yeah, I can fix that. I've got some, a couple of batteries there. Oh. Loyal, was that you? Loyal? What are you doing? What are you doing to me? Blasting off my hair. Let's see if I can get these, batteries out. Yeah, they did corrode. But that's okay. I think oh, you were cleaning and it went off? I thought you of all people would know blaster safety, Loyal. How do you not know blaster safety? They make this. Thank you, Emil1138. Appreciate the cheers. Very, 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 very much. Thank you for your cheers, Emil, and I appreciate you being a fellow in the fandom. Oh, there we go. I wanted to see what kind of damage I was looking at here with the corrosion. I wonder if those LR44, yeah, the LR44s, they're separate here, because this was made specifically for the demo, and then we got space here for the AAAs, 2 AAAs. So someone pulled them. Someone pulled the tag on this, unfortunately. But I'll have to test this after cleaning up some of the corrosion after the stream, which is fine. I've cleaned up corrosion and it's worked just fine before. What's the name of the brand? I had to reshuffle it. Amazon sells it, but it's a great. Oh no! Crap! Oh no! I lost the tiny screw. This is not going to go together very easily. Of all the days to lose the screw or to have a screw loose, this is the worst day with all the stuff everywhere. Oh, found it. Oh my god. Holy sh... I cannot believe I found the screw. That was almost very bad. Hey, Ethan's Dad 3D. I gave a shout out to you on the Hot Make show tonight, specifically when they were asking about scanning you and your app, EM3D. So, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for swinging in. It was a very small shout-out. I thought it was a good shout-out. It wasn't a bad shout-out. I never really do bad shout-outs. Anyway, yes, may the force be with you, Emil. Thank you very, very much. I'm glad you stuck around for that haul. Because, man, it would have been... There would have been people who would have enjoyed it, but, like, you got to, like, show this stuff to fellow Star Wars fans, and they get it. They get it. Man. I still can't believe I finally have the Star Wars Slinkies. It's not going to go downstairs, though. It's more like just a little coil, a party coil. Still, I still can't believe it. Still can't believe it. Yeah, when's Loyal going to be on Hot Mix? It's a good question. That's definitely not for me to answer. I'm good there. That's beyond me. Chat. Yeah, okay. Because I don't control the show. I controlled my time and tried to control my presence as much as I could, specifically on the program. But it was I don't do a lot of those kind of hangout shows. I mean, it's just because I haven't had the opportunity outright. But like when I'm invited, and there seems to be a pretty good community around any particular show, then I'm more than inclined to spend a fair amount of time on it. And so I was happy to do it. Very happy. If only because I'm learning slowly but surely. I'm like, oh, this is what's going on in the 3D printing community. Oh, this is what's going on. Oh, this is such and such. Oh, that's such and such and so and so. The only problem I have right now is I've got this milk over here and no cereal for the milk. And all this trash. Oh, man. I will get through it. Trash drives me nuts, right? By the way, speaking of trash, we just got our new washer and dryer. And it's installed. It's not running right now. Hopefully it's going to work well. It was about time. We knew that this was the year to be upgrading appliances. So washer and dryer are now new. And the next appliance we get is going to be the refrigerator and then the dishwasher, or the dishwasher and then the refrigerator. One of the two. I can't remember which one over the other. But, yeah. I'm excited for the new not dishwasher. I'm excited for the new washer and dryer because we have a stack and a half of clothes right now. Like, so many clothes. We've got clothes in every freaking room. They're everywhere. See, this mess that I've got going on here, the mess of stuff, I'll get through. Right, I'm gonna bag it all, get it ready for trash. I mean, it'll be done tonight. But like clothes don't work that way, unless you process them. Right, you go through them. One of the reasons I tend to wear the same shirt like 2 days in a row is that it saves on laundry time, and I don't think I smell. Diana hasn't complained, so I assume I'm okay. I could be wrong. She would tell me. I hope. There's oh, hang on. What is going on? What is this? Oh, that's the Oh yeah. Jedi's got a new friend who also likes Baby Yoda, so I'm very happy about that. Oh yeah, it's very good. You don't have smell vision, especially when I let go of a long juicy fart. And that has happened. You heard it on the stream earlier when I was eating my cereal. Those are the worst. They like, burn a hole in your they'll burn you another hole in your nose. You have 2 holes, you would have 3. I'm not saying that's how it works, because honestly I couldn't tell you. I'm not a fartologist. That was because the filament was the filament was getting in it was in the air, and I kind of had to process it, and the filament goes right through me. It just right through me, in one side, out the other. Breathe it in, blow it out, and that's how I kind of it's a cleanse, really. It's a cleanse. Massive filament skip. What, in me? Or over here? Because if it's over here, I'm like, wait a minute. It's definitely still taking. It's going layer by layer. I don't see anything over there. I can blow it out my hot end. Tell that to someone random on the street. Blow it out your hot end. Like, what? Extrude you. Oh, yeah, thank you. See, that's the thing. Like, with the 3D print, I was not joking earlier on the earlier stream with the Hot Boys. Is that the show, right? Hot Boys? Hot makers? Make her hot. Make the boys hot. That was the show. I don't know that much about it. So you could say that and it'd be like, wait, what? Where? What's going on? Yeah, why don't you next time? Why don't you call them hot makers? Hey, hot makers, just call them. Hey, it's the Hot Boys show. And they'll be like, what? Show us. You boys are hot tonight. Show us. I was looking for water and I don't have it. I need water. I need to call Banana. Give me a second. I'm gonna call Banana. Don't know if she's gonna answer. Let's find out. See if she answers. Because I need water. These pretzels are making me thirsty. 47 minutes left to go on these Death Star tiles. Banana. What is she doing? What is she doing? Diana, she sets her phone down and then walks away from it and then can't find it. Mark H asks, why 3 tiles and not 4? Well, there are actually 6 on here in the different quadrants, basically. So there are 4 back there, 2 in the front. And the reason why is because I don't know why, and I don't even know where to begin to troubleshoot it. But generally speaking, pretty much everywhere on the bed that isn't this particular, sorry, let me show you. Everywhere except for this last square over here, like in this area, is fine. But the moment I seemingly, and maybe it's been a while, I've done prints that have gone into this area, and for some reason adhesion in this area, even if it's clean, is an issue. So I don't know, and maybe it may have been the filament, so I may try it again. But to minimize any kind of possibility of failure, specifically with printing this many items, I just basically sliced them to be in those 3 quadrants, not the 4th one. That's why. Oh, hang on. Now I hear Diana. I think. Diana? Oh, there's Jedi now. She's squeaking. Thank you for following, Celestial... I'm going to try that again. Celestial Prairie Dog. Quadratic slicing. Kind of. I never memorized the quadratic formula, though. Not a math wizard. Yeah, I don't know why it didn't time to scuff that sheet. Hack Monkey, this is what everyone says. I'm like, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what it was, but it could have very well have been the filament. I couldn't even tell you if I tried it with 2 different filaments at that time. I may give it another shot again at some point in the future, and I'd specifically print just back there, not across the whole thing. Water.
Oh, sorry, they're here, so I'm like...
Oh,
Yeah,
yes. Can you
but
take this down?
yeah.
Okay. I got this for Jedi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she wanted the Captain Marvel.
There's
What?
Mandalorian cards?
Yeah, there's 3 of them.
Okay, they're for...
Yeah, him.
Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah. They were cheap, too. They were like $2 a
I
piece.
like Jedi.
Jedi has all 3.
No, I didn't know she actually placed them there.
I put them there because I wasn't sure.
I'll get you water.
Thank you. Appreciate the water getting. Here, wait. Oh, yeah, when you come back. I give, like, we know a boy, a kid. It's like a Darth Vader whistle. I don't want to give it to the parents. Like, you don't want to give parents this kind of stuff. I probably just gave myself a disease by sticking that in my mouth. Ah. Crap. Goes in the Darth Vader collection. Eh. You and always loosen the bolts on the... Okay. Loosen the bolts on the front and rear plates, then slowly tighten them all again. It may just be out of alignment. Interesting. Maybe you can print yourself a whistle like that. Yeah, actually. Oh, you can always. Thank you, Loyal. Someone made an ocarina. Might be interesting. Maybe you might be right if that's the case, if it was out of alignment. Because I've printed everything that I could for a test
Here you go.
and couldn't, thank you, and couldn't
That's
mitigate it. Yeah, that'll be her. Wait, after. I'll give it to her afterwards. Thank you. Sorry, I was just letting you know. Oh, I needed that. Oh. Wait, how would I loosen the screws? Underneath? I guess I would slide it and then tilt it somehow. I don't want to mess with anything, dude. What I'm saying is, I have successfully avoided the problem, which isn't necessarily a good thing. It's just that back corner was the issue. Front plate and rear plate. Mesh leveling should handle slight deformations on the bed. Seemingly, it was mitigated when I stopped printing back there. And it failed like maybe on a couple of prints. I'm inclined to try it with a different filament to see if it was just an issue with the filament adhesion, specifically back there. But given that it was just in that corner, if you're suggesting that it's possible that it was off, it is entirely possible that's the issue. There you go, Loyal Moses. You are now Mr. Wizard. That is your handle. If you choose to accept it, you have no choice but to accept it. Ow. And by the way, Loyal, I am not going to print an Ewok suit. It's not going to happen. It's definitely not going to happen. It's never going to happen. As much as you want me to do that, these are going to go in the deeper collection. This Vader. I would love to open this. The pizza. This was it. Okay. I was like, I thought I had a Pizza Hut thing, and this must have been it. See, because this is, I mean, I just don't want to open it. You don't want to take it out of the bag. 1995. Definitely not vintage. Definitely more modern, but you were hoping to come into the stream with Chris wearing his Care Bear onesie. No. But Cine Up, you've got to watch this stream again. You missed the massive Star Wars haul. Like, the biggest Star Wars haul, mail call I've ever done. Ever. And you missed it. I'm not joking. Ask anybody here. Ask them. Ask them if it was big. And they say, oh yeah, it was big, Cine Up. It was big and you missed all of it. Shame on you. I don't know where the hell this is going to go yet. Which Care Bear would I be? What? They had, like, what? Friendship Bear and frickin'... what's his nuts bear? What's his nuts bear? That was his name. I like the Care Bears. I watch the Care Bears. Care Bears are fun. Care Bears are classic 80s, man. Almond Bear? Yeah. Like I said, I'd be Streamy Bear. Oh, we need to get this online. Well, let's ask Streamy Bear. I'm here, folks. I'm on my Twitch chat. Thank you for tossing the bits my direction. Thank you, Streamy Bear. You know what you're doing with live streams. That's because I'm Streamy Bear. It's what I do. I'm streaming, and I'm a bear. Stream power. I don't know what Streamy Bears do. D's Nuts Bear. Yeah, I like that one more. D's Nuts. Bear it all? Naked bear? Well, they were all naked, I guess. We need to get... See, there's the garden flag, right? We need to get the metal garden flagpole for this. I don't know if Diana's going to let me hang that. Definitely going to... The vertical flag and this one. These are two are going to stay. I'm feeling the need to organize, and I shouldn't. Because I'll get caught up in reorganizing things. Okay, wait. Oh, I gotta tell Diana do not lose that tape measure. That tape measure goes in the drawer. If I do not tell her, it's gonna disappear into someone's sack. Do not hide. Do not taunt Happy Fun Ball. Do not taunt Happy Fun tape measure. But apart from that... Oops. Give me a second. Let me remind her, just in case, that tape measure goes in that top drawer. Gotta make sure. She walks off with that tape measure, and we need it. Dude. We are in trouble. Alright, here we go. Raffle. Sorry, Liz isn't here tonight. I even told... I mean, she was busy with the Monday, but I'm like, no, dude, it's gonna be a big night tonight. It's gonna be a huge night. And at some point, I don't know when Stream Elements decided to drop from 60 seconds to 30-second giveaway time, but this is the one I think, Mark, we're gonna fly the deluxe flag. I think we may try flying this on May the 4th. We don't have a flagpole here. I know. We don't have a flagpole. So you could run it up the flagpole. But this would be a fun one to fly on Star Wars Day. Our patriotism is usually very hyper-localized. We have the wavy flags, you know? Oh, I heard the kids talking out there. I'm like, what's going on? It's a problem when you hear unique voices around you. It's one of her, she's got one of her friends that came over. A boyfriend, but not a boyfriend. Don't let her, it's not a boyfriend, it's a boyfriend. A boyfriend, not a boyfriend. Be very clear about that. See if I have anything to give him. He might get a kick out of this. What else do I have that I can give him? Some extra stuff I have that I don't have too of. I don't have enough of those McDonald's toys yet. When I get the extras, then I will. The whistle I don't want to strap him with, because then his parents will go nuts. He might just get a kick out of this. It's a little maze. Kind of cheap, though. It's a party favor. You try to explain that I was your boyfriend? It got weird, so you had to leave. Yeah, well, you know, that does not surprise me. I'm a boy, and I'm a friend. But that's where it is. I have many friends. I do. It's just there. It's like a, you know, it's like the definition of friends needs to evolve. And it's kind of funny, but I think that happened. I think how we understood friendship to be and how we defined it 30 years ago is different from what it is and how it is today. Like, that's just the nature of it. Like, I knew a guy, he lived locally, he moved to Texas, and we were friends. Like, I mean, we wouldn't hang out all the time. I don't have, and honestly, I'm struggling to think about any time in my life where I had hangout friends. I mean, back in high school, sure. You know, grade school, it was somewhat different. But that's something that's changed. And I think I get a lot of my value's probably the wrong word, but like I get a lot of that satisfaction. That's the wrong word too. You know, okay, the feeling like you're good. You're good, right? That feeling of like, I'm good. I get that feeling, and I get enough of that by doing the live streams. Does that make sense? Like, I don't feel like I need to hang out with someone physically. I feel like I can just blah, 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 blah. Or like, oh my god, it's R2-D2 hand sanitizer. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Oh my god, it's a Darth Vader pin. Oh my god, it's a big ass Star Wars mug. You know, I don't feel like I need to show a friend, because when I'm streaming and when people tune in, I mean, you're watching me, you know, enjoy this stuff and might be enjoying it vicariously. And to me, that kind of, I guess, satisfies that itch, so to speak. Oh no, Cine up? Dude. I'm not joking. It took 45 minutes. It was a 45 minute to an hour haul. When it says mail call, Monday mail call, it was massive. Massive. So, this is a mug I got at Home Goods today. I was looking for someone's birthday presents. $3. $3 for this giant Darth Vader Stormtrooper mug. $3. This is, I'm just going to show you a couple of things here. A towel from Target, $10. Grogu towel. You can get a massive Star Wars pen deal. Like, how many pins did we count? 14 pens for like $16.95 on Amazon right now. Crazy good deal for modern pens. This is the tape measure I was like referring to. This is not new, not brand new, but I found out about it the other day when I went searching for it. It is a retractable measuring tape, and we needed some measuring tape the other day, and I went looking to see if they had the Star Wars version of it and found that. So we now have more Star Wars measuring tape. Like, if it's something that exists, it's probably Star Warsed. Or it needs to be Star Warsed. Like, all the 3D printing stuff, like, you can show me a model. I was joking about this on the Hot Make show tonight. I'm like, dude, just, like, yeah, it's great, but, like, throw a Jedi logo on it, and I'll print it. You know, throw a little Rebel, you know, Alliance symbol on it. I'll print it. That's not a joke. It's not an exaggeration. That's all it takes to win me over. That's all it takes. It's always going to be that way. Hey, let me put it this way. I could run out of new Star Wars things to print and could figure out a way of making something that wasn't Star Warsed, Star Warsed. Because you just, like I said, you could, like, I don't know, like, what's a good example? Loofah is a bad example. Oh, these aren't new, Senia, but, like a cup, right? You could throw a Jedi symbol on a cup, and there it's new. These are new to me. Disney Park exclusives, lenticular cups. I wanted the Vader, or the Goofy one, the Vader Goofy. Got it. You'd appreciate these cups. These cups are nice. I'm not sure if I'm going to be opening this set, though, because I can't remember if I have. I don't want to use them. I mean, I want to use them, but I also don't want them, like, I don't want them to get destroyed and marred. That's the problem with being a collector, is, like, you want things to work, but then you also don't want to use the things that you get, even though you love using the things that you get. That's why I always believe, get extras, get duplicates, you know, get the things that you know are going to work well, right? Sometimes it's not practical. Like, I don't often get duplicates of the pins. There's, speaking of Disney and Goofy Star Wars, right? I don't often get duplicates of the pins because I don't feel like I need to. One is more than sufficient. But, like, when it comes to, like, pens, like writing utensils, right? I might get more than one because, you know, these are pretty nice on their own. Or, like, party favors. These are just kind of silly little trinkets. There's not much Star Wars-y about this apart from the Yoda logo, as opposed to the print-on coil for Star Wars. I can't tell you how long, years, and I just stumbled upon it. Oh, and now now I've got the UPC symbol, so I'll be able to pull it up again. On May the 4th this year, the good new merchandise will be exclusive to Disney Park, sadly. Really? I don't know about that. Like, a lot of Disney Parks merch, I'll pass on. Like, a lot of it's kind of like, it's okay. It's not great. I mean, it's fine. Nothing wrong with it, but it's okay. I don't collect everything Star Wars. Number one, I can't afford it. Number two, you know, I'm like, I look at it, I'm like, am I really going to enjoy it as much for what it's, you know, for how much it costs? And so, like, here's a good example. Like, this mug, at $5, I'm like, I don't know. But given that it was like $3, probably down from a 5 or a 7 because it was a big one, I'm like, yeah, that's a good deal. And it's a Darth Vader, so I can set it somewhere in my office, stick things in it, and, you know, it's kind of like a twofer. So, I guess it just all depends. Hang on just a second. Let me see if I can get that exposure to be a little better than it is right now. Oh, yes. I did see you say something about that, big fan, but I found out about that news earlier about Disney stores closing in Canada. Yeah, that's not good news. If, you know, it's impossible to replicate a store experience online. You know, and there's certainly stores where that is more true than others. Disney Store is one example where you just can't get the same kind of experience online. If, they have all the merch available online, it's not too much of a loss. It's when they don't have all the merch online and you can't get the things you could get otherwise. That's the thing that drives me nuts. Like, I don't find out about something. That measuring tape, I'm more than confident in looking at the package. I'm more than confident this was not released in the US, which would explain why I didn't see it, why I didn't know about it. Because on the back, it's a brand I've never heard of. 1, 2, I mean, it's crafting, so I doubt I would hear about it. It was made in Canada, and it's got French and English on the front. So I do think that this is an international item that, again, I lucked into. I didn't know existed. 70 to 85% of the stuff on the Disney Shop website can't ship to Canada. Oh, that sucks, dude. They closed 2 stores near you at malls because they put Disney sections in the Target stores and the Disney Store employees at Target. Yeah. Disney did something briefly here, and it kind of surprised me that they didn't really follow through with it. Like, I would love a Target store to have more of that. Like an actual dedicated section. I thought that's what they were going for. Like, they didn't, though. Like, the Galaxy's Edge whatever it worked, but it was just it was a flash in the pan. And we still get Galaxy's Edge stuff, but it's not as plentiful as it might have been in the beginning. So I'm like, okay, did that ship sail? Was that just a temporary thing during COVID-19? Like, what's going on with that? You will give me your Star Wars mug before ending your stream. I wish, dude. It would cost more to ship. That would cost way more to ship than it cost me. Same with Apple. Apple puts Apple Store employees in Target to take sales away from Best Buy. Oh, interesting. Really? But Best Buy has a whole Apple section. Really? It wouldn't surprise me. Although the Best Buy that I go to has a way better Apple section than the Target that I go to. I mean, they're both okay. I don't know if I'd ever get an Apple product at either place. When I get an Apple product, it tends to be like right around launch. Typically. There are exceptions to that rule. Or I need it customized in some way that it's just not available off the shelf. Yoda hand lamp is cool. Got one of those. Yoda hand lamp? Oh! At Galaxy's Edge. I didn't grab one of those. I probably needed to, but I didn't get one of those. One of the things that I did not get at Galaxy's Edge. Walked away with so many other things. Wish I could have walked away with others, but it's okay. I know someone who goes on a frequent basis, so if I see something, I'm like, yeah, that would be great. I'd love to have that. She'll grab it for me, and then I just basically reimburse her. Your Apple products come from the produce section at the grocery store. Oh, Cine up. Burn. No, I mean, I admit, like, I'm using Apple products right now. One of them you're looking at, like what I'm printing, which I should have been full screen on this. Sorry you had to look at my ugly mug. Actually, I'm not sure how that converts. I wonder if more people browsing on Twitch, like if they stop in when it's a human being up front versus like an object like the 3D printer. I do wonder. Oh, you have an iPhone and an Apple Watch. Ugh. That's okay. I'd love to wear an Apple Watch. I don't. It's an impediment because I'm not going to carry an iPhone. Wanted to get one of the Salacious Crumb puppets. Oh, yes. We got one. Jedi was looking at one of the catalogs, and she saw the Kowakian monkey lizard, and she wanted one, so I got the rainbow colored one. We got one, and she loves it. She uses it as a puppet all the time because it's not as simple as you know it's not a stuffy necessarily. It's an actual puppet that you can control. Sorry, you reminded me that I had my Entertainment Earth catalog. Just seeing what was on the front. Oh, now they have Hamilton pin mates. That's interesting. WandaVision rings. Geeky Tikis. Oh, I'm pretty good with the Geeky Tikis. I think I'm full. Oh, a few years too late. The keyboard cat. If you want to meme out. Now that I'm zoomed out, you can't see it. Oh, Garbage Pail Kids glassware. Geeky Tikis. Garbage Pail Kids. Those are kind of fun. Well, again, I'm not as much of a fan of the Geeky Tikis. They're okay. But I guess drinkware doesn't necessarily do it for me. Apart from, like, cheap-ass mugs and Darth Vader. Let's go camping or surfing. Playmobil. That's not that interesting. Bring G.I. Joe to your walls. That is interesting. I'm just seeing what else jumps out. Monopoly games. Nothing really. Some interesting stuff, but nothing that... It's like, oh, wow. Wear Soundwave or display him. 3-inch tall pin. Oh, it's a Soundwave pin. Soundwave pin. What you should spend your Twitch points on? I don't know, man. That's completely up to you. Optimus Prime, 10 inches tall. Oh, there we go. No, Transformers Ultimates. I thought those were the Super 7 5 POA. There's the Mickey Mouse Lego one. Robin Hood. Disney Ultimates Robin Hood Prince John figure. Might have been... Dude! You just set the catalog on fire, dude! You gotta be careful with those laser bolts there, Anonymous. You're gonna set the whole place on fire. DG776, I agree. It does look sick. It looks amazing. It will be complementing... These are 6 new tiles to go along with the 6 tiles I printed last night. Big Pin, Beavis and Buttheads. Not as interesting. Cowabunga, Sesame Street Cookie Monster in a van. A cookie van. Hamilton pin mates. I'm not going to chase those down. Some acrylics. Masters of the Universe. Origins, MOTU Origins. There's some interesting stuff here. Maybe with the next Entertainment Earth gift card. Pink Moon. What's a Pink Moon? I didn't even heard of that. Cleaning his blaster. It accidentally went off. Who do you think you are? Loyal Moses? NECA. I heard NECA doesn't have very good quality control. Pac-Man you can build. A lot of fandoms I'm, like, not even close to being connected to. Ah, there we go. I was waiting to find the Star Wars page. Inevitably, there's always, like, at least one Star Wars page. At least. Grogu wristlet bag. Boy, those are expensive. $60. Woo. Some Sideshow collectibles. Oh, we get a sec. Ooh, dude. Hang on, we get 2 other pages. 3 pages of Star Wars, man. The color of the full moon is pink. Interesting. Never even heard of that. Various fig pins. Haven't gotten into the fig pins. I only have a couple of them. pretty cheap, 34 bucks. Darksaber holder. Sorry. That's what happens when you get a paper cut and refuse to address it, and then you bleed out. So you have nobody but yourself to blame. Dude, we got another page of Star Wars stuff. Nothing that jumps out, though. I need more of my figures. I'm surprised Super 7 wasn't in here. Kind of surprised. Shocked. This is all the rage, right? The Thundercats tank. I never had it. All right. That was that. Oh. Man, have I been talking like all night? Because like it feels like I've been talking all night. What's this? Oh, the kids are playing. Those dark kids. Yeah, so these are, I've got different designs, and they're different tiles, and they're different numbers, and like this is E1 here, one of the items that I did last night. It works well. Like, and then of course you could print more than one of them. You can build your own Death Star. I could even probably scale them up if I was so inclined. I don't know if I'd be able to find the space, you know, to assemble that, but you got the deluxe Grogu full-size figure. Oh, wait. The Sideshow Collectibles one? That's the one everybody, I swear, got the Sideshow Collectibles one. I didn't. And then they got the Mattel one. And the Mattel one only because it was first. And the Mattel one wasn't as good as the Hasbro one, in my humble opinion. I like the Hasbro one way more. Just design wise, I think the Mattel one kind of missed the mark. It was fine, but it didn't really it didn't do it for me, so to speak. And honestly, it didn't do it for Jedi much either. Oh, stretch. Oh man, every time you get me to stretch, I'm like yawning all over the friggin' place. Because that's what happened when I stretch. The Hasbro animatronic, yes. That's one my daughter likes. She likes because it sleeps, it closes its eyes. That's the one she goes for. And she sidelined the other one, the other Hasbro one. She basically replaced it. That's the problem when they, you know, basically create the same thing over and over again. Mattel, I think, has done, quote-unquote, a worse job with that. Mattel has basically produced and reproduced the same-looking Grogu at least 3 or 4 times over with different accessories. Like, right now, there's one that's got a knapsack. I'm like, I'm not going to pay 34 bucks for the same freaking Grogu just to get the knapsack accessory. Like, it's not going to happen. Thank you for following, Moon. Interesting handle you got there. I assume that's your full account. I can give you half of my attention. Sorry, I'm waxing over here. Is your attention waning? That's as many moon metaphors as... Can I say metaphor? Is that fair? So I can come up with? Good day, sir. Ow. Big Jano, glad you're back. I am still sitting amongst a mess and a half. There was a lot of packaging. That was it. It's just a lot of small stuff and a lot of big packaging. But isn't that usually the case? Like, it's the packaging that's just really big, and then once you eliminate the packaging, it's like, this really isn't that much. This isn't a lot. That's what. If I say that, then I don't feel so bad. I'm like, dang, I got a lot of stuff, which I did, admittedly. I just wasn't expecting it all to show up. Usually that stuff just kind of trickles out over time. Like, oh, I get a little bit today, I get a little bit tomorrow. Yeah, Monday. I'm glad that we're through Monday, but I just feel. Let's see here. So I got the big tasks largely set today. I'm working ahead. This week I'm getting my vaccine. In the middle of the week. Yeah, I guess it's gonna be a pretty simple week. May 1st, Target gets new Star Wars stuff. Next Monday, we get the dishwasher. Oh, and then Tuesday, the day after, we get the refrigerator. So next week is going to be a week of appointments. 2, I guess. So yeah, I'm getting a vaccine this week. It's going to happen. Going to do it. So I hope you command queued me. It happens all the time, Loyal. Although I've been having, like, ever since I updated to the latest Mac OS today, and it was doing something really weird, so I unplugged it, and I'm not sure if that fixed it or what, but you like the camera angle? It's pretty much the same old angle, just angled down. You're more of a prop collector and customer, not into the figures and knickknacks. Oh yeah, got some nice scale models of 3-foot Falcon, 18-inch Jupiter 2, along with the BSG, John Wick, and Alien. Yeah, see, I guess I'm probably more into the knickknacks. Not so much prop. I've got one. Well, I've probably got a couple of props, but one prop replica licensed of the melted Darth Vader helmet from The Force Awakens, and I got that before Prop Shop shut down. Disney sent it as a gift, and I unboxed it, and I still have the crate that it came in. That's priceless. It was worth thousands of dollars when I got it. But now that it's even more. Maybe the print's moving more. That's possible because it's going pretty much over most of the entire plate. Most of the plate. Minus that back quadrant that I might have had issues with. You're ready for May the 4th, dude. I'm excited. I'll be streaming, of course, every night. Don't know what's going to happen on May the 4th. Outright. Well, if I start this Darth Vader build, I do wonder how far I can get in the Darth Vader helmet before having to quit a live stream. Unless I dare do, like, all day this Saturday. I could probably try to pull that off. I would attempt. It would probably be a poor attempt. But like I said, in looking ahead at the schedule, I might be able to do an all-day live stream Saturday of the helmet. I know a lot of people say, "I'll split it up." But dude, I'm too much of a completist. I'm too much of a, no, I got to get it done. I started it, I got to get it done. It's going to be a lot of black pieces, too. A lot of black pieces. Not sure I see any unique pieces in there, though. Nothing jumps out at me. Yeah, it's bringing the printer closer. Interesting. I've got it positioned, sorry, pretty much the same way as I've had it positioned before. Let me see if I can. Yeah, I guess you're right. Maybe it is a bit more straight on. I just have to remember this. Okay. I'm kind of looking at the angle here, getting a better idea of what's going to work. So it looks like it's done with the front up here. It looks like it's done with this one. It's got a bit more to go there, right there and there on both those sides. It's done with that one. Done with that one. And the cool thing is, I can always print more of the same tiles. Oh, it broke? Oh, I guess gotta reprint it. I don't think these are gonna break, though. At least I hope they don't. And no, I am... Oh, I guess it wasn't done with that one. I'm not going to be upgrading to an MK3. Metric System Advocate. That's not the plan. You know, like I said, I like the size of this. I like what it does. Thank you for following, Gatter. We, by the way, are almost at... Okay, we're almost at 4,900 followers. So this is the march to 5,000 followers. We're that close. We're 2 away from 4,900 followers on Twitch. 2 away from 4,900. So that's pretty solid. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm satisfied. Oh. I have, like, I did 6 last night, different designs. Oh, wait, I think different designs. Unless this was, oh. It wasn't different, it was close. It, F1.3 is opposite. I see. These are like opposites. Some of the tiles are basically inverted, right? It looks like this, but it's like a mirror image of the smaller tiles, so they look very, very similar. But I'm keeping them in a folder. So I basically have I have a folder of all the tiles, and as I'm printing them, I'm moving them into a subfolder so that I know I can have at least one of each one of the tiles printed out. Jedi had fun kind of arranging them on the table last night. I mean, there's no rhyme or reason to them when she lays them out. But yeah, it's kind of fun to kind of mix and match and that kind of thing. So. Are those tiles on Thingiverse? Darth, yay they are. They are over here. Give me a second. I will paste into chat. Just like that. And I downloaded... He's got a few things, like Legion scale stuff. But I pretty much only downloaded the Death Star surface sets that he had. And he's got like 4 of them. 1, 2... but yeah, that's the one. Surprisingly, they're still up because like this is I've heard about others getting taken down. So I grabbed them. I'm like, make sure I had a copy of them. And as soon as I put on this filament, because this is a new filament for me, or I haven't used a gray yet, I was thinking, well, what can I do gray? Well, I definitely got to print through some Imperial stuff. So this was like right up there. I'm like, yeah, dude, yeah. And I'm looking at them like, I kind of wish there was more greebles or designs of the Death Star plates. I don't even know if these are canon, like these particular Death Star plates, but I would love to see like these types of greebled designs. I think it's really cool. I mean, it's awesome to be sitting here and just looking down. I'm like, oh my god, I never had this before. Which is just spectacular. Let's do a... Oops. Are you... wait, hang on. Did I miss the thread? Let me see what this thread is. Give him what he watched on Breaks and Makes stream. I don't think he will. At least not for a bit. Yeah! What was up with that? Like, what... Was it broken? Was it old? What was going on? That printer was horrible. Someone who really doesn't know what they were doing has gone through it. Wow. Because I'm like, I was looking at it. I'm like, dude, I was watching that happen. I'm like, that was crazy. As you said on the stream, I feel like whoever did the quote-unquote repair was a scammer and took machine with some issues, stripped off the authentic and pricey parts, stuck on broken half-working parts, didn't put effort to reassemble and gave it back. Wow. Yeah, because, I mean, I was... At that point, when he was, like, tearing things apart, I'm like, dude, there's no chance I would ever be able to do that. I'm just not built for it. The hardware tweaking, I don't think I could handle it. People attempting to fix something while not knowing what they're doing is the worst. Yeah, I know, dude. Give me a 3D printer and I'll happily fix it, but give me a CNC and I'll mess it up. Someone has tried and failed. Looks like that. Oof. Well, that's the thing, is, like, I couldn't tell you. I don't have enough experience to tell you. All I know is that it looked like a wiry mess, whatever I was watching on Breaks and Makes. I'm just like, dude. And I said, I think Shane was in there at the time, and I said, if it ever came to that with me, like if it was that much of a mess where I needed to do that much with it, I'd be like, no, forget it. I'd give it away and get a new one. Like, it wouldn't be worth, you know, that hassle for me. Certainly not making things worse, and certainly not creating a fire hazard. I'm uninterested. So by the time I might, you know, be, you know, longing for something new, it is entirely possible that a new model Mini may be out. That is entirely possible. And I'm inclined to take this and try to get it to my brother Adam, because I think he would have a lot of fun with it. I could be wrong. Potentially even giving it away to someone in the community who's not yet gotten into 3D printing. Yeah, Builder's Mark, the plates are definitely good models. Originally, I was going to scale them down, but I'm kind of glad I didn't. I would have run into issues with basically thin walls. The layers being a little more fragile than they needed to be. But these are looking just as good as the ones last night. I'll be doing more tomorrow because I've got a few more. I've got like 12 more to do. Something like that. 12 more of these little these plates to stick in a bag. To pull them out, arrange them a certain way and take pictures. You know, when I get like something new, I can, you know, set it. Like, that's the idea, is that I could basically, you know, when I get an item, right? I can assemble these things on the desk, lay them on the desk, and then put, you know, something small enough on it. Like, let's say, hey, I got a little Star Wars, you know, Slinky or whatever. And I could set this enough of the tiles down on the desk, right? And then basically lay this on top, and it's like this is sitting on top of the Death Star. I may end up doing that with figurines too. Would I do a print at 100? What does that mean? Thank you for following, Voncom. Or Voncom. What am I making? I am making Death Star surface plates for the Imperial Death Star, Star Wars. And you're tuned in and asking the question right at the moment where it's done. So these were printed at 0.2 layer height, because they're mostly vertical. I mean, there is some amount of, like, you can see, like, if you look at it to the side, it might have been improved somewhat by going with a 0.15 mm height for the layers. But, you know, I think as far as I was concerned, in terms of what I was looking for, I thought this would have been way more than sufficient. I'm going to let that cool for a tiny bit, because these are flat. I don't want them to warp. Over here. Set the house on fire. Turn that off. Oh, wow. Things get real quiet. Like, the moment you, like, you're streaming, you're doing something, and then you turn off the 3D printer, everything goes quiet. It's very strange. Usually my prints are at 50% scale. Oh, yeah. No, well, it depends on the size of the print, right? For this, these were small to begin with, and honestly, without a different nozzle, these tiles would have been way too tiny. Way too tiny. Yeah, this is Big Jano. This is Overcast Gray, Jesse PLA. This is the first thing I thought of with this color. It's funny, it's like, I see the color, I'm like, what's Star Wars-y about that, right? So I'm going to be looking into other Imperial designs, possibly ships and backgrounds and things like that to try. But yeah, this is really cool. This worked out really, really well. Yep. Hot off the presses. And the nice thing is the modeler put the number on the back of each one, so you know which orientation and in which positions they go. He did a really good job with these. Like, a really good job. I'm shocked. There are probably people who've, you know, who've charged for something like this in the past, if not the present. But, yeah. My hope is, if I can find a place for it here, basically line up these plates, like, on a shelf, so I can, like, they're all lined up, so I can just grab them real quick. Now, the smaller plates that I got, they're mirror images of the same smaller plates that I printed last night, which I didn't even notice until I was doing the talking through it. So what I mean by that is, like, this is one that was printed last night. You're a huge Star Wars fantasy fan, artwork fantasy fan? Oh, well, I'm a huge Star Wars fan myself, so, like, gigantic. Look at all those Darth Vaders. Tonight on the live stream, I did a huge Star Wars mail call. Like, you can see some of the stuff off to the side, like the Grogu towel here I got for our Baby Yoda themed bathroom. Put on the Vader helmet every so often. Pretty much only... Okay, I do print more than just Star Wars stuff, but a lot of where my head goes is Star Wars. So this is what I mean by mirror. So, you can see each one. This is F1.4 and F2.1. See, they look almost exactly the same. Actually, I grabbed the wrong piece. There we go. F2.1 and 2.3. See if I can get that in the right orientation. They're basically... Is that the right one? Maybe the greebles are just... There we go. I was like, no, I swear they were mirror images before. There, see? They're basically mirror images of each other. They can't... They look different. Look at the greebles. So, that's basically... I printed one tonight, and the others last night. And then tomorrow, I'll be printing more to complete my collection. Again, I don't know if these would have benefited from a lower layer height, given that most of the values in the vertical orientation, not so much the horizontal. Put that there. Oh, whoa. Holy cow, that's thin. Dude. This J1 is almost non-frickin' existent. Holy cow, dude, that's flimsy. Whoa. This almost needs to be... It's the same height, but dude. That is, like... Thin, dude. Like, you can see through it. Look at how thin that is. I'm kind of surprised this thing clung together. I should print out an X-Wing on Thingiverse. Yeah, but see, I already have X-Wings. Yeah, I'm worried. Is there a way... I asked Krusty this, but I'm not sure if there's a way. Is there a way to better... I almost need to fill... you know, in this line, maybe RC Maniac would know. Like, you can see how thin this is, right? You can see, like, you can see through it. That line, that's basically, like, 1 or 2 layers. Hell, it looks like 1 layer, dude. That's 1 layer. This is gonna bend. This is gonna warp. Is there a way to, in the model on J1, specifically J1, add a couple more lines, a couple more layers, you know, along this line, this one I'm not so much worried about, but is there a way just to reinforce it better? How would that be done? You know what I'm saying? I can add a shape. I seen the add a shape, But I'm not sure. Well, I'd have to get really small with the shape and get it spot on. That's going to be a little bit of work. Because I'm worried that that's just way too friggin' thin. Yeah, because that's one layer. That's literally one layer. Yeah, the shape I would have to, it'd be like minuscule. And the shape would have to run along this line and this line. Infill? Well, it's not so much infill, because it's like, it's one layer. The infill wouldn't be in that part, right? Change the wall perimeter settings in preset. I don't know, man. Add shape lock to that model. Make square 6 mm high and same width as model. Add shape locked to that model. RC Maniac. This printed out perfect, but the problem is you can see it's like this line here, and I knew this was a problem when I looked at the model in Prusa Slicer, but it's one layer. This line and this line, this here and here, here and here, it's just one layer. So it's like everything. Sorry, it's out of focus there. So I don't necessarily want to add to the bottom because then the J1 gets put out. I'd almost need to add. I need to add some kind of fill in this line, here and here. Like I almost need a. I almost need this square, 2 layers. Sorry, this square 3 layers high. And running concurrent with the model so that everything gets pushed up by a couple of layers. I don't think that would look that bad. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't that make sense? That will make the bottom of the model 3 layers thick. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Make rectangle narrower and add 1 in each direction. Oh yeah, dude, I'm sure it's 1 layer. I'm confident. It's flimsy and you can see right friggin' through it. That's 1 layer, dude. You should be able to make the bottom bigger and it would keep the letters. Easy in Fusion 360. Yeah, but I haven't used Fusion 360 yet. Easy for you. I can't remember what infill it was. Whatever I used in the other ones. 20, 15%. Yeah, like I said, I almost need to like... That will make it... See, that's what I need to do. I need to make the bottom of the model 3 layers thick. So you're saying right-click on model, add shape locked to that model. Make square 0.66 mm high. How do I add shape locked to that model, though? That's my question. J1. Yeah, that's that. Yeah, those are thin. Okay, right click. Add part. When you say right click on model, add shape lock to that model. Box. No. Cylinder. No. Slab. Add part. Slab. Oh, there we go. But how do I get it to be exactly the same size and same place? Okay, so that's, how do I, so I've got the, I added the slab. Wait, add part. Right click, add part, slab. Yeah, that's what I did. Oops. Add part, slab. Okay. I can drag and drop it. Read the coordinates on the right and add the part manipulation area in the lower right. You specify sizes. Okay, so I think I see what you're saying. So if I do a 0.6 mm layer height, but also the size of this scale size 74.27. What the heck? Why is the part not, how did the part somehow become connected to the, that's generic slab. Okay, size 70. Oh, but it's, why is it also, I have to unlock the aspect ratio, don't I? Or the proportions. Oh crap. No, I can't. How do I? It's a part, so it's not managing the generic slab. I can't even drag out because it's a part, right? But that is 74.36. 0.33. Oh wow, that is 0.3. Okay, so let me unlock 0.6. Okay, so now I've got to get it lined up just perfectly. Okay, I think I got it the right size. Okay, so if I just choose the position here. Thank you everybody for bearing with. So if I change the X position on this, X position, oh, that did not work. X position. Oh, wait. I see 0, 0, 0. If it zeroes out, I'm learning as I go here. Okay, but how do I... But it's floating. Why is it floating? I think I've got it exactly where it needs to be, but it's like floating. The part is floating. But I do have it positioned correctly. Oops. I'm learning. It scales on the center of the slab. Change box to 74 by 10.6. Next to mm on the position line, there's a square with a line under it. Square with a line under it. I'm looking for that. Visible layer height, no. And I'm in expert mode for whatever it's worth. Place on face? No. Cut? No. Next to mm on the position line. I don't have that option. Because I'll just reprint this. That's fine. How do I get it to the plate? I've got it right over it, by the way. I've got it like... Here, let me show you. Give me a moment. Bloop. Just like that. You can see I've got it like... The plate is like hovered right... It's going right through it. Or is it now? Yeah, wait, hang on. No, it shrank. Wait, how did that... It's not... Something's wrong now. I had to repair the model. I think that was the problem. Okay. 0.6. Okay. There we go. But you see it's floating? How do I... Yes, I understand it's outside the print area. How do I drop it down? It has uniform scaling. I unlocked scaling just because it was... I thought it was easier to, you know, get spot on. And I've got it spot on. Like, it's not... That's not a problem here. I can lock scaling again. Because, look. 74.27, 74.36. The only difference is the height. But everything else is just fine. Oh, wait, hang on. Now there's a box. Drop to bed. No. I want it to drop to the bed. That did not drop to the bed, did it? No, that didn't drop to the bed. That dropped to right above the bed. I need it to go, like, right to... That, like, see here, look, let me zoom in here. Oops, sorry. You see what I'm saying? That's like that's one layer over here. It's like I need to, I need to get it to go down further, so do I must have to... Okay, generic slab. But I need to drop it even further. Alright, let's do that then. -6. Oh, that did not work. Now everything else is floating. Okay. No, none of that is working. No. Yeah, but see, it's not... It's close to what I need, but it's not quite there. Why is the whole damn thing floating? Because of the slab? Yeah. But as soon as I do this, it doesn't drop all the way to the bed. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I literally dropped it to the bed, and it doesn't. And now the model looks like it's right where it needs to be. Looks like it's on the bed. But the part, the generic slab, like, this looks like it's fine. Or is it? Yeah, right? Wait, now why is that... Why are both of them floating? If I bring this... Is that... Let me see if that's floating. No, it looks like it's on the bed. I don't know, dude. At this point, I'm just... I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure what else to do. Yeah, no, I know the slab is out of bounds. I was moving it, but I brought it back. I don't know. I don't know what else I can do. Like, it is... If I go 0 here, it goes up even higher. Like, you see what I'm saying? It's like, no, 0. And then if I go like a negative... Wait, hang on. Give me that arrow again. Come on, Prusa Slicer. Give me that arrow. Where's that arrow? Oh, there we go, there we go. I can drop... Oh, wait, no, that's just moving it. Nah, I needed to go up or down. Thank you for the hints, but I don't need those hints. I need to be able to... Reset scale. Okay, that's fine. Well, I'm this far in and don't know don't know how to get that to go further down. It ain't going, even when I change this to like a -4. It jumps everything off the bed. Unless that was it. No, it looks like it's... Yeah, it looks like it's floating off the bed now. Yeah, see, that's floating off the bed. How the f... I'm lost, dude. I'm lost. I'm giving up. It's not gonna happen. I'm gonna have to ask someone else for help for this J1. Because if I can't... that's as far as I can get. It just does not want to do anything. I'll futz with it later. Right now, we need a raid target because I gotta start cleaning up. Give me a moment, please. Thank you. Crucis Slicer doesn't let parts float off the bed by default. Well, I don't know why it's doing it. I don't think I had toggled anything else. I genuinely don't know. I have no friggin' clue. Because I honestly, it's an expert mode, but that's the only... Because I think that's the only way I could even get to those features. But I don't have anything else toggled such that it would be something like that. Yeah, I'll have to look at the, which version am I using? Latest one. And it was the J1 for that, from the link I sent you out earlier, from Designs, it was the J1 with the J1, so, specifically, this thing, part J1. This is the thing, part J1. Oh, Zach is building the Ecto 1 still? God, I'm worried about my Vader now. I'm really worried about my Vader. I'm worried it's going to take too long. Let's take a look. See what we got. Twitch. Anybody else? Paging Mr. Herman. Mr. Pee Wee Herman. You have a telephone call at the front desk. Mr. Boba Fett. He is not, he's just streaming a regular old game. What's Buana doing? Is he playing a game? Or is he 3D printing? Yeah, he's playing a game and 3D printing. Blind Via is doing 3D printing, although I don't see him in the scene. Zach is still building the... I guess we do owe Zach, because he rated. We owe him one. We already rated NLTMW, but he doesn't use Twitch natively. Check my email later, shoot me a reply. Okay, thank you. Will do. I don't see anything right now. So, you may have to, if I don't see it, you may have to ping me. Another way of getting a hold of me is on Discord. Take a look there, because I'm available that way as well. I don't use email all that often. Okay, so I think you're right. We are going to do Zach. Senior, I think you're fine. Thank you very much, everyone, for hanging out. I hope it was a good night for everybody. It was a great night for me, personally. We're going to do Zach. Zach M. Rutledge. He had rated, like, twice, I think? He's already rated twice, so he's a raid target. Plus, he's doing Lego Ghostbusters, which is awesome. So yeah, thank you everybody for hanging. Certainly, as long as you did through thick and thin, through the level 5 hype train, through the mail call, through the slicing issue, through everything. Thank you. I appreciate all the support. I will be back again tomorrow. Loyal Moses is asking me, nay, demanding that I check my Twitter. I'm checking right now. What? Oh, Loyal. Oh, my God. Oh, Loyal. Oh, my God. Oh, that's getting retweeted just because you... Yes, Tactical Rabbit cosplay. Round of applause for you. Okay, so that ain't right, but I retweeted it anyway because it is funny. Made you LOL. That's pretty funny. You got to drink it on May the 4th. It's the Star Wars milk, Star Trek milk. Sorry. See, that's the reason I had to go vegan. You know, Loyal's doing. You do your dairy, meat, you know, animal stuff, and I'll be over. I'm on the other side. What was I thinking the other day that I missed that I can't get anymore because I'm vegan? What was it? Maybe it was maybe it was like marshmallow cereal or something. I can't even remember what it was, but no, it was something else. Like, yeah, I guess I can't get that. Man. Bacon. We balance each other out. Agreed, because the world would be a boring place if we were all the same. Thank you. We're gonna raid Zach. Cerstus. It is definitely a weird universe that Loyal is in charge of. Loyal is the commander. He's the commander-in-chief on the bridge. Klingons on the starboard bow, starboard bow, starboard bow. There's Klingons on the starboard bow. Scrape them off, Jim! Star trekking across the universe. I'm the Starship Enterprise, gonna clean this mess. Thank you. Follow on Discord. See you tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Pacific. We're gonna raid Zach M. Rutledge because we owe him one. We also owe Buana one, but I want to wait until he's doing just a 3D printing one. But since Zach's doing a brick build, happy to raid him again. If anybody else has any recommendations in between. I try to, like, raid new people, too. So if anybody has any different recommendations, I'm always for that. Always up for that. You know, just kind of spread the love a bit. Because that's how the communities grow. Bilaterally. Trilaterally. Thank you to all the new viewers. Thank you for everything that you were here for and stuck around for, if you did. I love you. I appreciate you. But at this point, I'm going to leave you to your own devices. See you tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Pacific, and may the Force be with you always. We're going to Tusken raid Zach Rutledge in 3, 2, 1. Come on. Wow. Am I going to get an ad? It's like loading.
We had a lot of hype going on.
Tusken raid.
We had proposals going on.
Tusken raid.
Raids going on. Oh my gosh, Chris coming in with 48 people. What in the world? Ladies and gentlemen, the Raiders.
Tusken raid. And I'm buffering like you wouldn't believe. What is going on with the buffering? What the?
Frank with the beans. Loyal Moses cheering a 333 bits in there. Thank you.
Things are getting weird.